we're going to start with our good old friend Anchoron on his fun old ship, the Wave Dancer. So
should we see a map?
You should.
Oh yeah, that would be quite useful actually.
We're not seeing anything at the moment.
Because I haven't shared the map with y'all.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, guys, calm down.
It's just like
first time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what can you do with some people sometimes? All right, cool.
We're just assholes. Ignore us.
I mean, someone did say that he was that he was an irritating person before, so he warned us. I can't remember who, but
it was me.
Well, there you go.
And then you can like.
All right.
Yeah. And let me just pull up. Nope.
Okay. So you use the middle mouse button to move around the map. For a second I was wondering why the whole box is moving.
Oh wait. Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I just used the bottom right corner over here for that because you can move around the map. If you hold the gold button in the bottom right corner, you can move around the map.
Oh, cool. Good to know.
It's a little bit easier for people as well. So yeah.
Interesting. Mine's not loading yet.
Has it not? Oh wait.
It took a long while for me too.
It is a. I'm gonna reshare.
Yeah, it took a little bit of time.
It is a big map because we have a big moment happening or not. We'll see what happens. All right, cool. So, Anchoron, it was a nice quiet day on your ship, the Wave Dancer, for the most part. But at some point, you noticed that there was a storm brewing, and there was no way to avoid it. And so when we open on this moment, it is the middle of the storm. There are rocky waves, turbulent waters. The ship is kind of rocking from side to side.
You cut off for me?
Yeah. 3G, I think we lost you.
Technical difficulties.
Hey, he warned us from before. So.
Please wait, we'll be... Pa-pa-pa-da.
No, we can't hear you.
Nope.
Or like caught.
It's like a cliffhanger.
What could be happening during the storm?
I mean, he did reconnect, so it's not that his internet is gone.
Yeah, he's busy tapping his microphone at the moment, so he's trying to sort it out.
Tapping your microphone always helps.
Yep.
He's busy tapping his microphone at the moment, so he's trying to sort it out.
Can you guys all do push to talk? Because, for example, now I can hear like voices from Vayos.
Hello?
Yeah.
Crap, is my mic set too high?
There he is.
Oh, hello.
You're back. You're back.
Wait, so what was the last thing you heard?
That the storm was getting stronger.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, where we find you right now is in the middle of the storm. Like I said, rocky waves are like swaying the boat from side to side. There's like torrential downpour of rain, which is making it very not super hard to see, but like you know when it gets really rainy and you can sort of just see in front of you, but it's also like a lot of rain.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that.
It's a literal wall of water, essentially.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the crew members are going around trying to like get the what is it, the sails, like referral them and like hunker things down, You can see your father at the wheel, just like trying to keep control of the boat. I'm assuming that's how these boats work. We'll trying to keep control of the boat as it's going on. What is there anything you want to do?
Yes, actually, I'd like to like when I can see that the storm is definitely gonna be a strong one. I want to maybe there is a newer member of the crew or someone not really accustomed to storms on the storms when sailing the void. And I just want to grab him on the shoulder reassuringly and point him to somewhere to a place where there's something you need to do, and oh, come on, lad, that's not really a strong storm there. Keep going, we'll be fine. And I'll go back to my post.
Okay, cool. He kind of looks at you a little. You know what? Actually, give me roll me a persuasion check. So just
First roll.
First roll.
Yeah,
First
we're
roll
doing
to campaign.
it. Let's see how that goes.
Okay, let's see if I remember how to roll dice in this program. So I
open
do
your character sheet.
Yeah, and I
Skills?
wait. Yeah, skills, and I click on perception. No, I don't click. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, that's a bad roll.
Okay, he looks at you and he's like, I don't know, man. This looks like it might be a big one. Are you sure we're gonna be fine?
I am positive. Keep going about your business. Okay. And I leave him there.
You can tell that he is a little less assured of your assuredness, but he's like, well, you must be knowing what you're doing, but he's still a little like, I'm a little new to this. As he goes back to tying down things with good old-fashioned vine rope, throwing a little bit of rope into there as well. Okay, yeah, so the storm is... So, yeah, it's in the middle of the storm. The storm is raging on. The crew members are still, trying to, battle down the hatches and all those good old fun Avasti mateys and all those fun, terms that you use for the nauticalness of life. Yeah, and what is it? Lightning strikes the boat.
Shit.
Right next to, funny enough, the crew member who you would just talk to and said everything was going to be fine, and it knocks them back a little bit.
Okay. Did the deck catch fire, or is it just charred a bit?
It's just a bit charred. It's clearly whatever the rope they were holding, it latched, and so the rope is just kind of flailing in the sky, kind of all over the place. They're lying on the ground. Clearly they've been it hit nearby, but they're not really moving.
Okay, then I'd like to pull him up on his feet.
Okay. So as you pull him up on his feet, you can tell that he is still alive, but he's also he's clearly hurt a little bit. Do you take him to a specific place, or do you just
yeah, I will drag him off. If we have I don't know how big the ship is actually, so if we have a space below deck, then I'll just drag him there. And
Okay.
if not, I'll just put him in a corridor somewhere where he won't roll over down into the water or something.
All right, cool. So as you approach closer to the the pathway that leads to a covered part of the ship, a few of the crew members come out and grab him from you and pull him inside.
Okay.
And then you can hear you can just barely hear the faint voices of your father yelling, "Anchor on! I need your help up here."
Okay, then I'll grab a railing and go against the wind up to the helmsman's place where my dad probably is.
Yeah. So as you're making your way there, let's just... Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Another lightning strikes the boat, and more specifically, it strikes you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know that sucks, bro. It's just like the dice have deemed it.
Oh no.
I haven't rolled any dice. I was just joking. Yeah, and it kind of like launches you. It's like this weird lightning out of nowhere. Just kind of launches you off the side of the boat and into the water.
Okay. I just if I can do anything, I'll like mid-flight. I will start shouting every profanity I know, and I know a lot. I've learned a lot during my life.
Yeah. Okay, cool. As you hit the water, you start sinking below the waves. You're kind of like stunned a little bit, so you're having a hard time moving your body.
Okay.
And you start to hear a voice. It has like this weird yet familiar yet creepy tone to it. And it says, "Hello, young one. It seems that you are at a crossroads in life. And I'm here to present you with a choice. One is presented."
All right. That's not the first time I got swept over the deck, but it's the first time I am actually hearing voices. I must have hit my head pretty hard.
Is that what you're thinking out loud in your
Yeah,
head?
yeah. That's what I'm thinking out loud.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. No. No, you have not hit your head, though. I guess fate has deemed that we should encounter one another this way. You see, you provide quite the opportunity to help one another out.
Oh, really now?
Yes. So, what was I like? So I present you with a choice. One of many choices that happens in life, left or right. Should I eat this or that? Life or death? Well, maybe that's not one of those regular choices. But that is a choice I present to you. Join me if you will choose to live, or I can let you sink to the bottom and you can choose to die.
Well, can't say I'm particularly keen on dying. I've yet to see many things I haven't seen already.
And yet, there are many things I have yet to see, so perhaps we shall help one another.
Well, I like life. I like living. So seeing as that's the only opportunity to actually keep on living right now, I guess I have no choice.
Then I guess a contract has been made. As you drift off into whatchamacallit, like darkness, as you fade away, and yeah, you fade away. Is he dead? I guess we'll find out.
My poor father and my poor wife must be thinking I like sunk down like a rock or something.
Well, yeah. I mean, the void is a cruel mistress.
Indeed. Yar, the void be a cruel mistress.
All right, so we're just gonna go to map number 2. So, I'm just gonna share this all with y'all. All right, do you see this map?
Loading, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Loading.
Let me know when this map is loaded. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna put your
that one was
characters.
faster to load.
Yeah.
It is
It's
loaded.
loaded for me.
It is a smaller map, so this is what is it? Oh, right.
Arriva.
Ankaron, could you please describe your character for everybody? I was supposed to give you the opportunity to do that before the storm occurred.
Oh yeah, sure. Actually, I should have thought of that myself too. All right, so Ankaron is a high elf. He is rather tall, but not really muscular. He's more on the lean side, although he's really wiry and like he has the physique that sailing a ship for hundreds of years gives you, essentially. He is wearing a green wraparound tunic made from thin vines, with this weird short half cape on the right side, and a wooden pauldron on his left shoulder. And the pauldron has like bird feathers attached to the brim, so they like flutter around as he walks. He also he has wooden vambraces also with feathers attached to them. He has a volante at his side and a sling tied next to it. He is wearing lime green, maybe not lime green, more like seafoam green leg wraps and leather sandals.
Just to confirm, it's not pants, everybody.
It's not pants. Yes, they are leg wraps, not pants. They coincidentally look similar to pants, but they are not pants. And he has leather sandals with straps wrapping up to below his knee. He looks quite old, which is weird for high elves. But that's mostly due to the fact that he's mostly outside and he has his skin kind of got tanned by wind, salt, and sun, and his skin has a bit leathery feel to it, essentially, with mimic wrinkles near his eyes and mouth. He looks like he smiles a lot. He has tanned skin and brown hair done up in dreadlocks that are quite long. And he has green eyes also, and is clean shaven. And I guess that's about him. That's all, folks.
I was gonna say, do elves grow facial hair? But I guess they do.
I mean, it really depends on the setting. Like for example, in Lord of the Rings, an elf has to get really old to grow a beard, essentially.
Makes sense. All right, perfect. So, as everyone can see, this is the portrait. All right, so let's move on to how would I put this? All right, so yes, we're as you can see on the map, the big map on stream here, we're gonna start in this general area where I put my mouse cursor. That's basically around where we're at, just for reference points, because that's gonna be fun. All right, so we open on this nice little part of the forest. We meet two people. Walking around, in this it's a nice day, like a far cry from that storm y'all just heard. But I mean, you wouldn't have really seen the storm. It was just, whatever. You might have seen it in the distance, but that's also really far, so you're like not super sure of it. So yeah, but like we find two people walking in the nice good old forest, the Fermata forest, I guess the southern part of the Fermata forest, and they're heading towards the river to, I guess I would say, Crawl, you're with Ariel. Was it you're from the Moon Shepherd tribe? The tribe has been recently attacked by what you have found out to be the Stormbloods, and it has split up your tribe. You are currently I guess not resource hunting. I guess we'll just call it resource hunting. That sounds fine. And Ariel, you will have heard of this attack through the grapevine, and you would have made your way to the Moon Shepherd camp, and you're just out here following along with Crawl. So if who would like to go first and describe their character?
I can go first. So Crawl is not very tall, young human, about 5'7", I think. That's 175 for metric folk. he's not very well built and fairly young. On his head, you can see a storm of longish hair that he keeps in relative order with a simple headband woven from some vines. He's carrying a long stick that he's helping himself on longer walks. He has some leather wraps around his feet, and at the moment he's what he uses as a shirt, but would probably be more akin to like a poncho or something like that, is just tied around his wrist and like hanging down, so he's like bare chested, you can say. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Ariel?
Ariel is a wood elf. Contrary to other wood elves, though, he is wearing. You can see he's actually wearing leather armor, in the style of many of the tribal humans. He's got a large longbow on his back, and he's wearing a cape covering most of his, covering his head and his ears. Not that he's really bothered by keeping that on; it's just covering it at the moment. Not wearing any shoes, just vine and leaf wraps around his forearms and shin area. And following him, flying from tree to tree behind him at the moment, is a juvenile bloodhawk that goes everywhere that he goes at the moment. Also, covering most of his exposed skin, his arms, his legs, if you ever see his chest there as well, and even his face, are dark tattoos. If the animal exists in this world, someone recognize it as tiger stripes, but mainly used for camouflage in heavily wooded or forest or jungle areas. He has literally tattooed himself to be able to try and blend in better with what he does.
Sweet. So is there anything...
And
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
oh yeah, I forgot the troll is wearing like what you could call it jewelry, but it's made mostly from like polished wood and stuff like that. So it's nothing like fancy, but polished wood, some bones in his ears, and maybe like a bit of colorful rock in his other ear, some stuff like that.
Awesome. Is there anything you two would be talking about as you are resource hunting at this current juncture?
This is question: how long is he with us so far?
He's showed up like a couple of days ago.
So
And how much has Krell and I actually interacted?
This is
Let's-
probably like you may have talked a couple of times, but like nothing super in depth.
This might be a strange question, but we don't see much elves around here. What brought you here?
I heard about the attack. I know people or know a person at least, in the Moon Shepherd tribe. I came to see if I can find them, if they're still alive, if they survived the attack. What?
You knew someone from our tribe?
A very long time ago, yes.
Yeah.
For you, at least. It would have been a very long time ago.
Well, I guess. Apparently, live a lot longer than us. Who would that be, if I may ask?
My niece.
That doesn't tell me much, to be honest.
Yeah, so I was raised by humans. So, and this was almost 100 years ago in your time. So my niece would be about 75 years old at this point.
Oh, well, there's not many people in our tribe that old, at least to my knowledge. I mean, and after the attack and everything, like what was with her name?
Neth.
And you can see that Crow's eyes like widen. I don't know. Frigimon, question to you,
Yes.
because I don't know how much people you have killed. Is she alive?
I thought she was dead before this thing started.
Okay, so I guess she's not.
Yeah, she would have been dead before this thing started.
Yeah, sure. And you see that like Crow's eyes like widen, and look at you, and he likes. Wait, you mean Neth? Like I.
Yeah.
If we talking about the same person, I guess she was my grandma.
She would have been about 70 by now. Yes.
Well, yeah, but he likes
So
he like
you
turns to the ground for a second, like his eyes like dodge you for a second and then looks back at you. But I don't think you will find her in the tribe any longer. I'm sorry about that.
Ariel just like looks down at the moment with a grim face and looks up again. I wasn't certain I would anyway. Thank you.
Well, if it helps anything, she. Wait. She told me about you like a lot. Did you like? She told me that you were like had like a flock of like birds of prey.
As he says this, I tap on my shoulder. I stop walking and tap on my shoulder, and a juvenile blood eagle comes and lands on my shoulder pad.
And Crow's eyes are like widen even more, and in like awe, and he looks at the bird and oh, that's really impressive, I must say. Do you have any more? She told me like you had like 100 of them.
100.
Can I see them? Yes.
They are
even more.
nowhere. They are nowhere near here. They live in a little area I've made near Sinopera. I only take one with me at a time.
That's
Are we still
a
walking
shame.
down while we speak, by the way?
Yes. As you're walking, as you speak, you notice a figure by the river, just walking about with I would say leather, not parchment, but like leather parchment in their hands. I assume you'd be like what, like painting down the river, or would you just be walking down the river, Dren?
Well, if you let me describe my character, I'll also tell what I'm doing. All right.
Just a quick interjection. Parchment is made from leather, so you weren't like really far off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Okay, and the blood eagle flies back into the tree, by the way.
Sweet. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, so as you are walking towards the river, you see a figure standing, or like walking down the river path, I guess. He looks about 5'11". He is a wood elf, clearly. And he is currently, what he's doing is he's currently resting his leather parchment on his, what seem to be wooden shields, as sort of a backbone, to keep it steady. And this is all he's doing with one arm. Quite impressive, actually. With the other arm, he has some kind of paint, maybe, but not of a natural berries of some kind. And he is smearing across the parchment of which he's holding in the other arm. He is very, very much at work and doesn't seem to notice you guys yet. What he's wearing, he is currently wearing not much. He doesn't wear shoes. His feet are actually pretty dirty. He has been on the road for quite a while now. He on his lower part he is wearing leather wraps with some leaves implemented into those leather wraps. Other than that, he is wearing some brown cloth around one of his shoulders, while the other shoulder has some leather patchwork on it. His face is decked out with a beautiful ginger beard, and just as his ginger beard, he has a great mohawk coming down his head all the way to his upper back. He has some green eyes that stare down at the leather parchment, and some big, beautiful, pointy ears. The other thing that is noticeable about him is that he is wearing a few tattoos all across his head and some even on his body. And then as he is walking down, you hear a little bit of humming, or maybe some sounds coming out of him. He is thinking out loud, but maybe not in full words. That's kind of it.
Crow stops, like before the person notices them, and like stops Ariel too, and like points silently at the person, and like looks like he's asking a question what to do to Ariel.
Can we tell that he's a wood elf from here?
You will have actually. Yes, you would be able to tell he's a wood elf from here. You're like what, 10 feet away, 15 feet away? Yeah.
Do you know him?
I don't go into the city much. I don't know many wood elves. I do not.
You may not
Get along
know
with
him
him.
specifically, but yeah.
He is still walking along the river, and as he kind of comes to this point, he stops and looks at this tree south of him, and begins to just take that tree in. He is still not noticing you guys. He is
I'd like
very occupied by his drawing and observation, I guess.
I'd like to sneak up right behind him if possible.
All right, roll me a stealth check, please. All right, cool. Dran, can you roll me a perception check with disadvantage? Yeah,
There it
perfect.
is.
Yeah, you do Ariel. You sneak up on him, doing the super quiet thing, and it seems like you didn't even really need to because Dran is completely oblivious to anything around him. Right.
Very occupied.
I'm not being aggressive or anything. I'm just like looking over his shoulder and I see what he's doing and now seeing that he's actually just like trying to paint a picture. I tap him on his shoulder. Greetings.
You tap Dran on his shoulder, and he steps back, almost like entering the river, like a little jump. He almost does, as you scare the shit out of him. He almost drops his parchment as well, which would have made him very angry, but he keeps hold of it. And as he turns around, he sees you two, and he just lets out a little bit of a grumph, I guess, and says, "What? Who are you? What's going on? Am I in trouble?"
No trouble that I am aware of. This land is not mine, Krell. This land is more the Moon Shepherd's than anything.
Well, it depends on what he's looking here for. What are you looking here for?
I was minding my business, painting. What are you guys doing here?
Trying to get some fresh water for the tribe, and he like shows him a few water skins that he's carrying to get some water back to the camp.
I'm assisting him, but I'm mainly looking out for anything to hunt to take back to eat for the tribe. I am assisting them at the moment. They are going through some difficulties.
All right.
Am I? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna use this opportunity. All right. Varen, would you like to introduce your character and why they might be in this forest?
All right. So you see, or you don't see, because I haven't been really introduced, but there's a city human wearing classical just robes, little skirt, two blades in the what's the thing that's tying his robe together. He's got a mask on with a head hat thing to disguise himself for what he may or may not have done. And he is in this forest to look, or in this area to look for someone. I was going to ask, do I see these people by the river?
From your vantage point, you will have. I think you were just like you may have heard them first before you saw them, but you can sort of see them like in the distance. Actually, yeah, you can see them a little bit in the distance. You see these three figures. Looks like they're talking to each other.
Are they who I'm looking for? I assume not, but I have to ask.
You would not be able to tell from that distance.
Okay. So I see them. Go a little closer, but not too close. Can I make a stealth check to not be noticed?
Yes, you can. Roll me a stealth check, please.
Yeah. I'm always keeping my eye out, mainly for food, though, so we can't run perception for that.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I want them to roll the stealth check first.
Okay.
If they roll a really poor stealth check. Okay, cool. Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Jesus. How do you get a +8 at level 1?
All of us?
Rogues,
I think
man.
it's a rogue.
It's expertise.
It's
and
not.
stealth,
He's not a
so-
warlock. He's not a warlock. He's a rogue.
I'm not
Yeah,
I'm a rogue.
okay.
Oh, you
rogue,
changed
rogue.
it?
Yeah, I
change
told
it,
you
I
guys
did
this
change
at
it.
session 0.
I wasn't at session 0.
Okay, I told them at session 0.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you didn't
I
ask
am.
at your session 0.
Okay. I don't remember you telling that, sorry.
Yeah, so
Okay, well, I
everyone,
don't-
do I
yeah.
roll 2?
If you want, if you're, yeah, you can roll one as well, and Dran, you can also roll a perception check.
I don't think we're going to beat that, though.
Unlikely.
Good luck.
Unlikely.
If I'd
I'm
rolled
not
in that...
even gonna roll. I'm
Wait,
still
how do I-
shocked by these other two that have surprised me.
Oof, almost.
Yeah, no, you get there. You get to that position without being seen or heard or anything.
I am the knight.
Perfect. Is there anything you are gonna do, or are you just gonna keep apprise of the situation from there?
Keep a prize. Make
Okay,
sure
cool.
everything is on the up and up.
All right. So as what is it? Krull, Ariel, and Dran are having their little conversation, and as Varen is secretly spying on them from afar, please, senpai, don't notice me. Can you all? Actually, no. I'm gonna use your previous perception checks. Varen, can you roll me a perception check as well?
Yes.
Should I roll for this as well?
Oh my,
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
High
There it is.
baby.
That's a quick
Rogue,
natural and a
yes.
quick natural 20 in the first 7 rolls.
I mean,
Yes,
Fucking
indeed.
rogues. Yes, it's always rogues.
this is good. I mean, let's put it this way. At least they're not all natural ones or all natural 20s, because it'll be hella weird anyway. But really, the true test is in battle. There is only one true test, and that is in battle.
True.
Could I notice this whatever we're rolling for? Could I notice it by hearing it?
It'd still be a perception check.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking because Dran is pretty occupied with looking at the two gentlemen in front of him. So I'm just asking if
Yeah.
maybe
Oh, yeah.
hear it.
Yeah, usually perception is like visual or hearing. If it's really specific, I'll say something, but usually it's just like all around, like your senses. It's just like you feel the auras of the world around you.
Sure.
But like
Alright.
not actually, because there's like no such thing. I'm just kidding. Okay, cool. Yeah, you all notice this body just floating down the river.
Is it time for me to make my dynamic entry?
I mean, you
It's
are
time for you to make a very soggy entrance. Your soggy and unconscious entrance.
just
This is
floating.
like I'm just imagining Aragorn like floating down the river here.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
floating,
pretty much.
just floating down the river. You see the the body flowing down the river.
How deep the river is, and how is the current in it?
Okay, river. It is. Let's see.
I'm just asking how dangerous is to jump in and try to fish him out.
I know, but I'm like trying. I know what you're asking. Just give me like a second to like.
Okay.
I did not write down every specific detail about all of these things. I have to make some
Sorry.
of them up on the fly. I'm just. I mean, that is true. I'm not actually mad. I'm just like, let's see. It is. It's like a river, so it's like waist deep. About.
It's 29 fathoms deep.
It's not super deep. Like it's like a little tributary. I don't even know if that's how you say the word. Of like the Vibrato River, sort of. Like it's like not like super deep, but like like you still have to like whatchamacallit. Like it's like waist deep. You can like still have fun and swim in it. You can still like go under, but it's not like it's like at your ankles. It's like at your waist. So
Okay,
It's also like 7 feet wide or something. So.
Sorry, is Dran still looking at me, or is he turned around not to see this?
Well, if I did notice it with my 13, then I'll be switching my attention from you guys towards like this guy, and then just looking back at you guys, and I'll say, "Is he with you?"
Okay, so if the river is like 7 feet wide, then Anchoron is almost as tall as the river is wide.
Kroll is jumping in without thinking and trying to fish the guy out.
Okay. Roll me.
Oh boy.
I'm using my longbow to poke it and try to pull it closer to me like that.
I don't
I guess
remember
that
all the
would-
skills off the top of my head. Roll me an
I'd say
acrobatics check. Let's do it.
Yep.
Acrobatics.
Pretty
No
much.
athletics? Damn it.
I'd say they're acrobatics, athletics, or maybe survival, but that would be a stretch.
Oh no, not survival. Definitely not survival.
Can I do athletics though?
Ooh. No.
Athletics is strength. Okay.
because you're jumping into the water. Pulling him out might be an athletic strength. Ooh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Boy!
Here we go.
You jump into the water, and you sort of like forgetting that you're not actually, going in to fish someone, but actually you feel like you're going to go in for a jump. You kind of like cannonball in, creating like this like ripple out. And as you stand up, you kind of like slip on the smooth rocks and fall back into the water.
I'm using my longbow to try to catch onto him and pull him closer to the shore.
Okie dokie. Yeah, can you give me an athletics? Give me a straight up dexterity check.
Okay.
Yeah, so you managed to like move your longbow around, and just like hook him sort of like in this not awkward position, but we're just gonna say awkward position because it's the first word that came to mind. You're gonna hook him in this awkward position, and you're gonna like pull him ashore. Are you gonna help Dran or no? You still
Dran?
you can wait. Did my mic go out again?
No.
Drop.
Dran, are you there?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Are you gonna help him fish the guy out, or are you just gonna watch him as he fishes the guy out?
No, I'm just watching.
You can,
Okay,
you can,
cool.
you can-
Actually, I'll see this happening, And you see Dren just continuing painting his parchment.
You can paint a nice pastoral scene of two schmucks fishing out the third schmuck out of the river.
Yeah, this is the most interesting situation I've been in probably weeks, so I'll take the opportunity to make a quick sketch of it.
Okay, cool. Varen, do you do anything?
I just keep watch.
Okay.
I'm not gonna...
You still can't tell if these are the person
Yeah.
you're looking for. Okay, cool.
I just see these people literally pick up a body from the lake. I'll wait.
All right, cool. Yeah, so Ariel, you oh, right, I was supposed to do this so you guys can actually see. So this is what Varen looks like, and this is what Ankaron looks like when he is not bloated. So we'll just do this for now so you have an idea of what people look like. And then I'm going to just like scroll up so you can see a little bit more of Ariel's face. There we go. Perfect. Where was I? Okay, so yeah, so uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit more. All right, so Ariel and you managed to pull Ankaron out. You see Crawl fall into the river or slip in the river and fall backwards. Crawl, are you going to do anything else, or
I will try to get myself out of the river
all right?
with
You just gotta lie there and let it
With-
float away.
with the help of what's left of my dignity.
It might be just enough to reach the shore.
Just
But I wouldn't think it would be.
Roll me a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Yeah, because you're using what's left of your dignity.
All right.
Yes.
So you're gonna get up like nothing happened, like nobody saw it, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, cool." You're gonna make.
That's what I planned, and I will start filling my water skins with water.
All right. So yeah.
That's exactly what I planned.
Make a dignity check.
It's a hot day. You're trying to cool down.
Yeah, it's a hot day. It's totally like it's sweltering. Actually, it's not sweltering. It's actually like perfect temperature. It's nice out. It's not too humid, not too dry. It's a nice, cool spring breeze blowing through. It's just like, oh yeah, like in those animes when they're like sitting on top of the building and like all the cherry blossoms are falling as like in the opening sequence where it's just like blowing through them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
I'm
that,
the
but
cherry
less
blossom,
violent.
and it's end in the river.
Yes, exactly. So Ariel, you see a somewhat charred but not fully charred body, somewhat very much intact. But it's just like the person looks unconscious. You can't tell anything right now if they're dead or alive. Dran, you're still drawing this entire scene as it happened. Crawl, you are filling up those water skins like you intended.
Also, Ankaron actually looks like a 3 days old drowned body, so he's a bit pale and starting to bloat actually.
Perfect.
Can I
John-
tell if he's actually breathing?
Yeah, John will just like pause his painting for a bit and then just ask to you guys, is he dead?
Crow will stop his water skin filling and look from the river at Ariel and like, is he okay? And move through the river towards Ariel and Ankaron.
I'll try to see if he's breathing.
All right. Roll me a medicine check, please. Yeah, he's actually breathing. He's still alive, you can tell. And
Okay, and damn it! I don't have the unarmed attack action. I want to punch him in the stomach to wake him up.
okay.
What?
Just roll me a natural d20. I don't think unless you have advantage it matters. Yeah, so you using your rudimentary medicine skills you learned
Oh boy.
from, I guess, the tribals from your tribe that you're from, I guess. You just
It's
kind of like
35 years with humans. They fix things by punching them. It's a fact.
you're like, oh, you remember to this time this happened once where someone was like in the river and you just like hit them in the chest once, and they woke up. And so you hit them in the chest. You hit Ankaron in the chest.
Oh boy.
Ankaron, you start coughing up.
Yes, I mean the moment Ariel punches me in the chest, I essentially like lurch up to a half sitting position and vomit an impressive amount of seawater in like a nice little arc that ends in the river. And curiously, he looked like a drowned body that was like stewing in the river for a few days. But as he spits out the water and comes to, the color gets back to his skin and he starts looking healthy again. Essentially,
I never said that.
I said that.
maybe you're still a little pale from being in the river for.
Oh
a
yeah,
couple of
like
days.
but I mean I'm not saying it like started immediately, but like hints of healthy color start appearing on his skin essentially.
Question. Did he
Yes.
just vomit a whole lot of salt water in the right at where Kroll is currently standing trying to refill water skins?
No,
Yes.
I mean yes, but not directly at Crawl, but like in that direction. But Crawl also was like not there. But then again, had he vomited into Crawl, that would have been hilarious, but also like graphic AF. And I would have had to give Crawl a dex check because just to be fair. So
Yes.
but he said he vomited into the river. But I think Crawl was done filling up water skins at that point.
Well, maybe not all of them, but I wasn't doing it at the moment.
Yes, so we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pat him on the back.
Yeah, and I start coughing.
At this point, I actually do the proper things. I pat him on the back. You okay?
Yes, I mean, I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I seem to have all my faculties about me. Then I guess I'm okay.
Okay, good. I stand up again and just take a step back.
And Kroll will crawl out of the river.
Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, gotta get those tongue twisters going.
Crawl will crawl out of the river. I mean, it's not that much of a tongue twister when I already twisted my tongues.
and yeah, he will. So, what you two are doing here anyway? He asks Ankaron Dran.
Well, define here, because I don't really know where I am right now.
Do we know where we are? Do
Yes.
any of us know where we are?
I would hope so. You're in the southern part of the Fermata Forest, right? You know where? So you know on the map of hold on, let me.
Can you show
So
us?
this is the Vibrato River, right?
Yeah, right near the. This isn't specific. This is like a little small tributary that comes out of the Vibrato River. We'll say for now. But you're in. I am. Look, trust me. This map is so cool. I mean, actually, I said that kind of facetiously, but this map is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to share it with you. I don't know how big this map is, so this might take a second.
The world
Nope.
map, right?
No, it's already loaded with me.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, so
Yep.
this is the world map of Lyceria. We are currently in the Lunara Eastlands, okay? And where everybody is, you see where that Vibrato River is? Like the word,
Yes.
the words Vibrato River, I can speak. If you go north a little bit and then west a little bit, that's about where everybody is located. This is where you're currently
Like kind of
at.
where that
So,
river
like-
is curving around like that. The hairpin.
Like where the river enters the Fermata Forest, essentially.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So we're like, what is it, Veos? You said, the hairpin on the right there. That's like a good
Okay.
like idea of where you're about.
So we're a pretty long way away from Sonopra.
Looks
yeah,
like, yes.
yeah. A decent away.
I
Like it was a
think
couple days travel to get there.
Yeah. So, question:
Yes.
if I close that map, how do I reopen it? Can I
You
do
asked
it?
me to reshare it, and I
Okay. Can you
reshare
can you reshare it?
You cannot. Yeah, you should minimize it. That's better.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
also-
wanted to.
Or you can take the shield and drag it into your taskbar on the bottom, so you always have it forever and ever. But
Oh,
also,
that's a good
also,
idea, actually.
I'm lying. There is another way. You click on images. Oh wait, do you have images?
No.
I don't
Okay,
see
so
images.
hey everybody, we're gonna do some troubleshooting. So you're gonna go into options, which is at the top right. You click on the gear, right?
Yep.
You're gonna go to sidebar, which is not in the scrollable area. Okay.
Mhm.
And then you're gonna click on images in the white part, and that's
Okay,
gonna put it
got
in
it.
your sidebar.
With images. Oh yeah. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
And then when you click on images, you'll see a few things. Because as long as I share them with you, you have access to them
Yay.
until I unshare them with you. So if you ever need to get an image again, you just go in there and grab it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good to know.
Yes. So that's about where we're at. Thanks for the token. All right. Perfecto. Right. So Ankron, you just woke up. You were just told that you were somewhere in the southern part of the Fermata Forest.
Oh crap.
Okay, so
um,
as I keep coughing out the last drops of seawater from my lungs, and raise to my 6'5" height, and I want to use my superior geographical knowledge to like approximately tell how, like, assuming I remember where our ship was before I got swept off, how far am I from our ship, essentially? Because, like, you know, I have sailed these waters. I sailed along the river. I sailed along the coast a few times. So I should essentially be able to, like, you know, figure out where am I.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna say that you were. I'm gonna put a token down. Okay, I'm gonna put down a pointer. It's gonna be a square.
Like not like precisely, but
no,
approximately.
I am putting a precise square down, and you will let
boy.
me do that. Okay.
Okay.
You were
Yes,
about.
Wow, your patron wanted you to get very, very lost. Apparently,
You
Yeah,
were
apparently.
you were about here when the storm like wrecked your
You-
shit.
Holy shit! That's what that was.
yeah,
So
it's an
that's funny.
entire ocean and an entire river away.
Was I floating around the continent for like a week or something?
No,
Pretty
no,
much.
a couple of days. It's kind of weird, actually, if you think about it.
And
Okay.
he had to go like up the stream from the river.
Essentially.
Is this
Warlock-
our stream?
Yes.
It's warlock shit, dude.
Yeah, it's warlock shit. So you know, I ain't gonna explain shit.
Yeah, I can now like see that this stream is actually going to the left or to the right. I mean, and he like just floated up the
Yeah,
up the
I
river.
essentially floated upriver.
And also, if you were like at that kind of point in the map, the square, and you in a few days you floated all the way there, you would have gone like at least some part of it. You would have gone like a few tens of miles an hour.
Ankaron is officially a first person to beat the speed of sound.
It's a human speedboat.
Yes, essentially. Like his patron gave him a buff, so he was like unconscious and sliding along the water like a speedboat.
Like I imagine the Incredible scene where the mother is
Yeah,
like,
pretty much. Okay, so back to so Ankaron stands up. Oh my, that's quite far from where I was last time I was conscious. Okay, all right. Let's keep calm. Calm down, Ankaron. Calm down.
Where were you?
Sorry.
Where were you?
Well, I was in a ship sailing along the coast somewhere around
Serenade Slopes, I guess.
I guess.
Okay.
No, wait. Last time we checked our bearings. We were eastwards from New Crescendo. 2 days,
Okay.
yes, 2 days sailing from New Crescendo along southeastern coast.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna look at him, and I want to do an inside check because I think he's talking bullshit.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I mean, from what you can tell, dude doesn't seem like he's lying.
How in the world did you get here?
Good question, actually.
Is it far away?
The last thing I remember is being on the deck of my father's ship, getting hit by a lightning bolt because a storm started brewing around. I got hit by a lightning bolt, thrown overboard, and then I woke up here.
Okay.
When you pulled me out of the river.
Yeah. While he's speaking, Ariel just tilts his head to the side as the questioning kind of look. And while he's doing that, the blood eagle should land on his shoulder again. In the meantime, also mimics him, so they're both is looking at Anton with their heads tilted to the side, this unbelieving look. Well, the blood eagle just shakes itself off and comes back here.
The Kroll looks at Ariel. Is it far away? I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yes, it is rather far away.
Assuming we really are near the Vibrato River, it's really far away, yes. I am surprised I ended up here, of all places.
You floated upstream.
Yes. I find it weird.
For a couple 100 kilometers.
Yes, I know. It's strange.
The
last thing I remember is getting thrown overboard. So it's as strange for you as it is for me, to be honest.
Varen.
Is Varen just standing there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask Varen, is there anything you would like to do? You're still not sure if the person you're looking for is there, but a person just washed up.
Yeah.
Floated upriver. Is there anything you would like to do?
Well, first, when I saw this man come from out of nowhere from this river, I want to still hang back just in case this is this is not normal, and he's very confused. So he wants to make sure that it becomes normal before he approaches. Let's just sit there.
And that sounds really strange. And how about you? He points at Dran. What are you doing here?
I've been exploring. I like to paint. The new locations can be very interesting to paint. I am a man of simple needs. I just want to see what I can discover. And this is one of my expeditions towards these interesting places. Not very much behind the reason.
Right.
Ooh. All right. Interesting. Could you all roll me some perception checks, please?
Oh no.
Okay. Perception.
I have not rolled higher than a 10.
Hold on, I just have to do this. I'll figure this out for next week. Oh my god, why'd you all roll so freaking decent? So sad. Okay, fine. So you all I mean you're figuring things out. You all hear you hear the story from this elf, and you hear it with disbelief. How could he travel so far in such a short period of time? And then you hear a branch twig snap in the distance. And then you hear this roar. Wait, no, is that what they do? Anyway, you hear like this familiar roar. Ariel, it would be familiar to you. Just out in the distance. Actually, yeah, just listen in the distance. As you see, and I'm just setting it up here. That's why I'm just going. I'm extending for time. As you see, boof, boop, 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 putting creatures on the map because it's fun.
As soon as he heard a twig, Ariel ran towards this little tree and tried to stealth if possible.
Oh, that shit is huge. Yeah, that shit is huge. Anyway, there we go. Okay, cool. Anyway, you see, you see, this big black black bear, roar at the party as it's walking towards you, and then off to the side you also see this like smaller brown bear, who also roars back. What are you going to do?
Essentially, the moment Ankoron hears the animal roaring, he his head whips in that direction and he pulls out his Volanti.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I assume he still has, if it wasn't washed away.
With my natural explorer thing, I'm always alert to danger. So as soon as I heard the twig snap, could I have gone here and gone to stealth?
Yep.
Okay, run in for stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
Can I cast a spell unknowingly?
You can.
Yeah, so I would like to because we see the bear already, right?
Yeah, the bear just kind of came out of it kind of came out of nowhere, but it also just kind of came up and was just like, "Yo, bitch, I'm here to fuck you up."
So Kroll will move 2 steps towards the bear and not really knowing what he's doing, he will try to speak to it. And because he's all new to all this magic and he's not really knowing what he's doing, he will just try to talk to him, and in the process almost accidentally cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
How do I link it like that? Yes, and I check off 1 spell?
Yep. If it's not a cantrip, right? It's just like a regular spell. Yeah, it's
it's just
yeah.
It's just a regular 1 first level spell.
All right.
And I will talk to the bear, and I will, in the bear language, I will say something like, we don't want to hurt you. What are you doing here?
You look like food to me. I want to eat you.
This might end very bad for you. Just turn away and go the other way. We won't hurt you if you just turn around and go. Please.
If bears could laugh, the bear would laugh. Ha 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 ha. How you puny whatever meatbag.
Question: do the rest of us understand what what the bear is saying, but what Raph is saying
Just
to the bear?
roaring back at the bear.
Yeah, is he do we now see this random human sitting there growling at the bear?
Yes, basically that's everybody you just see,
pretty much.
Yeah, because Krull described it as actually roaring back at the bear, and we're gonna go with it for flavor. So Ariel, hidden in the trees or behind the tree, you just see Krull start roaring back at the bear. Dran and Ankron, you also see this human out of nowhere just step up and start roaring at the bear. And Varen, as a CD human, you have definitely never seen this before. This is mind-blowing shit.
Yeah. I'm just What
Yeah.
is happening right now?
Essentially, Ankaran just looks at Kral as if he's insane when
Yeah.
he starts like grunting and growling,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
like he like scoots back a bit because he's weirded out.
Am I able to tell that the bear is responding? Because beasts are actually my favorite enemy, so the bear would fall under that.
I do not remember what favorite enemy it does. I'm going to look at that very briefly. That on your character sheet.
It's not a huge thing. It's basically choose a type of favorite enemy. I have significant experience studying, tracking, hunting, and even talking to certain types of enemy. I have advantage on wisdom survival checks to track them, as well as intelligence checks to recall information.
All right, yeah. Roll me a survival check with advantage. Do you remember how to do advantage, by the way?
Yes.
You hit the ADV at the bottom left before you do the roll. Perfect. Oh, you crit. Yeah, you can tell that this bear is hungry.
Oh boy.
And it sees food in front of it. Like, you can tell this bear is hungry.
Okay. My bad. Eagle sees this. It's on top of a tree anyway, but it's getting the hell out of here.
Okie dokie. All right.
It doesn't involve itself in fights.
That's perfectly fine.
Kroll will do one step back and say to the others, I think he wants to aid us and he's not going to back out.
Yep. So everybody roll initiative. Battle. First
Oh.
battle. Yay.
Boy.
I just click on initiative, right?
Yes. INIT.
Wait,
Where is that? On my
Right,
is it on the character
it's in
sheet?
Yeah, so on the main page
It's
of your
in
character sheet, you'll see INIT in the middle. Just double click on that, or
Oh,
you can
there we go.
drag and drop it into the text chat. And so I'm just going to close
Great.
the.
so now we all roll CAC.
I haven't rolled above an 8, so.
Nice.
I rolled a 5.
Also, I want to point out, Ariel, you rolled a 1 and a 20 on your survival check. By the way,
Yeah.
a 1 and a 20, which is pretty
What the
crazy,
hell?
actually. All right, cool. I'm just going to move the combat tracker over here to make my life.
Well,
a
the
little bit
person who
easier.
rolled the lowest initiative is also the one closest to the enemy with the highest initiative.
Yeah.
So, and Corin, you got a bear coming at you from behind.
Is the bear from behind, is that actually like a cub, or what is it?
No, it's just a brown bear.
Right, but this one is bigger, right? The
It's
one
a
in front
black
of us.
bear. It is
Ah,
going to do some craziness. We'll see. La ba 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 ba. Keen smell. Ooh, interesting. Wow. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2.
do we see the initiative tracker as well?
Yeah, if you click on the top right. Oh, right. Okay, right. So
Yeah,
for
the combat-
everybody, I should probably explain a few things because I realize I forget we're not doing this in a vacuum. Yeah, okay. So, the bear's going to move there. The water was difficult terrain. Gonna move there. So on the top right, you will see 2 swords crossing. That is the combat tracker. It'll show you everybody's initiative and what order they are going in. Essentially, yeah. If you want to do things, and I'm going to pull up a character sheet for people to see how everybody's character sheet looks, at least one. Let's take Crawl, for example. Okay, so if you click on them, if there's tabs on the right-hand side of your character sheet, and those lead to different things. So that's how you do your skill checks, your main, and that's where you can see all your abilities if you want to read on them, and your actions. Yeah, if you double click on the initiative, it's your initiative. In the actions tab, it'll basically come in and it'll be like, how do I put it? You can see your different weapons, and you can see your different spells if you have spells. If you want to select a target, you hit you select you hit Control, and then you select the target you want to attack. And then if you want to deselect the target, you just hit Control and you select that target again. And you can select as many targets as you want, as usually do it to what your ability, your spell says it does. And don't forget to unselect targets if you're attacking multiple or different targets at a time. Excuse me. Also, so when you do an attack, you basically have the option of there's the 2-hit, which is the first box in the middle here, and then you have your damage if you actually hit. You'll see if you hit in the chat box. It'll say usually an M if you miss, an H if you hit. It'll also be written what you rolled, plus your modifiers. With your modifiers, and it'll also say hit or miss in there. It'll also say critical hit or critical miss. Remember, everybody, we are playing with the variant rule, the home variant rule, or the home rule, the house rule. There we go. Those are the words I was looking for. The house rule that if you roll a 1, your weapon will break, and you will have to get a new one. So let's hope for 0 1s, everybody.
Yeah, not mine though.
For sure.
Does that still happen with the elf maid, Volante, and longbow?
They will be
They're the
damaged.
shaped weapons, remember?
They will be damaged. I don't know if
If
they
you-
break.
If you do
Yeah,
that
no,
with
they
your
don't
hand,
break.
They
you
don't
break
break,
Do
but
like
they-
less damage.
Yeah.
The Volante and the Elven Longbow don't break; they get damaged, and then you have to like plant them in the air for like a night to get them repaired.
Yeah.
Also,
Exactly.
because I am apparently really dumb, could you please share me the map we are on again, because I accidentally closed it?
Oh yeah, you can just click on images and you can do that, but I will also share it just for speed's sake.
Thank you.
All right, where was I? Where did the character sheet go? There we go. Perfect. All right. Other things. Nope, I'm doing weird things. Stop it. Okay, so yeah, you will have to, if you have spell slots, you have to mark them off yourself. It doesn't do it automatically, just because it's like if you were filling out a character sheet yourself. You okay there?
What?
Oh no, it's you were crumpling something. I wanted to make sure.
Sorry. So yeah,
I didn't want to make sure you fell off your chair or something. I've heard
Yes.
that happen.
No, it's all right.
And what was the other thing I wanted to say? Yeah, no, that's basically how that's actually pretty much how it works. Are there questions before we start the battle?
Yes, I have a question. How do we like mark our targets again?
You
With
hold
control.
control and you select the target on either the
Okay.
map or on the combat tracker.
All right.
Do the bears see Varen?
The bears do not see Varen, but they smell him.
Oh God, damn! I was going to. Okay. Also, I have a question. Is there a
Yes.
way to like measure distance? without,
Each
like,
grid
moving?
square is 5 foot, but if you want to measure, like when you select a
You-
target, it will show you how far you are away from them.
Oh, okay.
Also, what I just
I was wondering if there was like a
discovered-
ruler or something.
What I just
No.
discovered is if you click on the crossed swords icon on the map, it will show you your distance from every enemy on the map.
because you target every enemy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
essentially,
Okay.
it will show you how far you are from them.
Yeah, but just make sure you untarget at least one of them before you attack.
Alright.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even
I
know
also
that.
have 2 questions.
Yes, go for it.
Can we like see the information of a spell by clicking on it or something?
If it's your own spell, yes, or you can look it up in the spell tab.
If you look at the action, if you look at the right hand side, that shield icon, if you click on there, it'll give you the info.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
for your own
I thought that
spells.
was only for dragging. All right.
No, it does. It has multiple uses.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then my
indeed.
second question was, I have a sling with sling stones. How many do I have?
We're just gonna say
Those-
everybody has 10 sling stones to start with, or is it 20?
I think we said
I
20
think we
instead of
settled
zero.
on 20.
How about we
I
split the
may be
difference
wrong,
and
though.
make it 17?
Okay.
All right. We're gonna say Dren has. You know what? We'll just make it 15. I'm just gonna say
All right.
15. You would have
15,
used
okay.
some. You would have used some in your travels. Is all I'm gonna say.
Sure, yeah, hunting, I guess.
And for some reason, Crawl does not have sling stones. I don't know why.
I added myself 15.
No, I mean when I say that, I mean I didn't give you the item that gives you the proper damage output.
Oh, okay.
You mean sling bullets or something else?
Well, I mean this. There you go. Now you should be
The
able
sling
to.
that does 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay. 15, right?
Yeah. Everyone starts with 15, except for Ankron. You start with 5. Some got lost in your travels.
Oh boy, but who needs sling stones when you got an equivalent of a crossbow in your hand as a cantrip?
Yeah. All right. So the brown bear crosses the river. It just, you know that thing that bears do when they get out of water and they just like shake all the water everywhere?
Yep.
And then it's just like, yeah, baby, I'm going to eat tonight. You get the impression. Crawl, you hear the bear yell, yeah, baby, I'm going to eat tonight. I just want you to know that specifically, that you hear that, because you still have your you still have your ability up. Everybody else, you don't hear that, but Ariel, you can sort of like get the impression that that bear just said, yeah, baby, I'm going to eat tonight. Oh, okay. So, all right, where was I? Oh yeah, so it just kind of shakes and it goes, all right, Crawl, it is your turn.
I will yell more at the bear and say like, you just get away from us, and I will cast Entangle. And I will just like point at the bear and do some gestures, and not really knowing what's happening, like the plants start to grow around the bear, trying to restrain him. And I choose a 20-foot square, so that's 20 foot on the side, so that's like 4x4 square if I count correctly. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I will place it because
Yeah, you can move that if you want. I think you should be able to move that one, or you can place your own. That works too. That works as what? Just place it again, please. Okay.
Oh boy.
So entangle, because I don't remember everything off the top. Actually, I don't
yes, he needs to make a strength saving check.
know.
So if I
Alright.
target him and do that,
Yep, he succeeds.
he succeeds, but it's still a difficult terrain for him.
Sounds good.
So yes.
Perfect. Next up is Varen. You see this human kind of. Well, okay. First of all, you see it like them fish out somebody going upstream that was unconscious, and then you see bears come out of nowhere, and you see this one human just go to this bear and just like roar out at the bear, and it roars back, and this is like completely like new to you. Then you see this other bear just show up in your view, and it does that whole thing bears do when they just like shake the water off. I really don't know why I like that visual. I think it's just really cute. And sorry. And it you don't know if it sees you, but you've heard maybe stories that bears have great senses of smell. Have you? Who knows? But it is your move. What do you do?
Okay. Let me just ask, if I stealth behind this brown bear, would I get advantage or would I not?
For
What would you say?
Your sneak attack?
Yes.
It would depend on your what you roll for your stealth to see if the bear actually like perceives you or not very well or not. So you'd have to roll a stealth check for me. With a D, I'll let you know what I have a DC in my head for it.
Okay. Okay. Why not? See what happens.
Because I don't remember how sneak attack works off the top of my head.
My God.
Okay,
Fucking
yeah.
Rogues.
I'm just the best.
I mean, you rolled a 20, so that I mean, like, the DC was definitely not below 20. So yeah, you managed to sneak to stealth around it.
Yeah. I am gonna go sneak around, get behind this brown bear. I think it's. Would I see the entanglement as I'm running towards the bear?
Yeah, so as you're running, you see Crawl like just roar back at the bear. But as he does, some weird thing starts to happen, and it just feels like the grass starts to grow much larger, and vines started coming out of the ground, and like it seems like just like this area just sort of appeared near the bear, around the bear kind of thing, like almost like trying to trap it. But you can see the bear kind of like slow wipe away at it, kind of like shrugging it off a little bit. But yeah, you would have seen that like area start sprouting up, almost like you've never seen that happen before, like magically, like just sprouting up.
What is going on?
Good
I
question.
think to myself. This is all happening so fast, and I've just been sitting by this tree, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, I see something that might kill me. I gotta get rid of it before it gets rid of me. So how do I add? Do I just click? Oh, yeah.
So you
I just click on it, and then roll damage or roll to attack, and then
yeah.
see if I hit.
You
That's
hit.
a hit. Oh, and then
You roll the damage.
Damage.
Okay.
Or
What are
plus
your
4.
dice? What are your dice?
I'm just.
Oh boy.
Did that add sneak attack as well?
No, you have to
No,
roll
it
your
didn't.
roll a
Oh, I gotta
d6,
roll.
please, for your sneak attack. I think that's what it is. Okay.
That's it
Yeah,
too.
it's
Perfect.
so 10 damage.
All right. So you what
Jesus.
weapon did you use?
I pulled out the 2 daggers
'Kay.
from my waist and just stabbed it right
Right.
in the
Okay.
neck.
So you
Yeah.
still
Say
get another
neck.
attack then.
Yeah, if you want to offhand.
It's still alive.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Okay. So all right. So I'll describe the first attack. So yeah.
I just-
So yeah. I mean, none of you see this because Varen is stealthy AF. But Varen, let's just say God has seen you do this. You just run from the tree in like the stealthiest way, kind of like a ninja, like like low to the ground and just like running fast. You know, like the Naruto run, like you're doing
Yeah,
like the
just
Naruto
a
run. We're just gonna go
little
with
bit.
that because it's kind of funny.
I-
You do the Naruto run. You're just going stealthy. It's like you almost Kage Bunshin almost. And then you just like run in and you like slash at him with your dagger, just like throwing it in and like stabbing him in like the sides. I'm gonna say the side just for like thing.
No, you
Yeah,
show him
sure.
the meaning of friendship and camaraderie.
Yeah, and then like the bear just like roars out in pain. Ah.
I do
and
have
then-
the offhand attack.
And then it's still standing and it just like bloodied, but it's looking at it, just like locks eyes on you and just like, you bitch. But only Crawl hears
I'm like-
that.
I'll be like, uh-oh, and then I stab my other dagger.
Yeah, so I
into-
think this time you just don't get the
It's-
proficiency
it's
modifier.
just yeah.
So
It still hits.
oh no, that's you don't get the
So it's-
damage modifier. Is that it?
Yeah, it's the damage modifier.
There you go. Yeah.
So it's just a straight D4.
Yep. So you hit. So just roll the d4 and I'll take away the +4. Oh, okay. So +1.
I just rolled a 1.
All right. So then you come in at it with your other dagger and you try to like swipe at it, but you just clip it in the cheek and like you do that little gash on the side where like a little bit of blood spurts out onto like
Wait, shouldn't he get a damage modifier for that? Actually,
No, because it's his
No
offhand.
offhand.
Oh
if I
yeah.
have, if there's a feat that allows me to keep.
Oh
it.
yeah. Right.
Also, it's you probably already know, but like because I'm rolling the single dice, it's not adding to the damage.
Oh, I already
Oh,
added
yeah.
it. I added it specifically myself. No
Ah,
worries.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
double
Okay.
checking.
Yeah, so,
Oh,
It checks
God.
out.
Yeah.
It's still alive. It's gonna kill me. Oh no.
It's alive.
All right, Ariel. Your turn. You will have
I'm still-
heard the bear cry out after it got stabbed, but you would not have seen
Yeah.
what happened. You would have just like
Yeah, but I
seen
do
the
see him,
aftermath.
Varen, suddenly like basically appear there now because he lost stealth.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah,
attack
I
and the
did
elf.
lose stuff. So
Yeah.
now you just see
So
a guy just stabbing a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ariel's stealth. I won't get sneak attack though. He like turns around, sees this very very angry now brown bear, hungry and angry. There's here, so like, what? Okay, no. I'm going to roll to attack the bear. Oh crap!
And so you I'm assuming you use an arrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pull back your bow, you shoot an arrow, and it just like hits right between Varen and the bear as you miss.
Yeah. And then use a bonus action to turn to Varen.
Mhm.
Where did you come from? Why are you here? Who are you? And then I turn to Prel. And why can you use magic? And
I
then
don't say
I'm
anything.
going to move here. No, here. I can wait. No, that's far too far. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 12. There.
That's 25.
No, but he was.
Yeah.
He was.
I was one block below where that
Yeah.
blue line was.
Yeah.
Can you like not stand in the middle of the grid? It's really annoying to me.
Yeah. That's why I moved them.
Alright.
I don't know.
boy.
Hold on. Can I make the grid lines darker? No, I can't. Such is life. Unfortunately, we shall deal.
But actually, I actually have 35 movement anyway, so I'll go one block further.
Okie dokie.
That's life.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's everything I can
Yeah,
do.
so everyone might have, well, I don't know if you noticed, but like Ariel shot the arrow, it misses the bear, and then he like, it seems like he skedaddles to the next tree. Over.
It's after shouting at a previously invisible human, and
Yes.
then one in previously invisible human, and then the magic using human before
Yeah.
skedaddling.
So Dran,
Indeed.
you see all of this go down. What is going on in your head right now? What is What are you going to do? What is going on?
Well, I presume like, in my hundreds of years of life, have seen bears before, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
They're
Well,
not
then I
that
will
rare.
realize that this is not a good situation. Do these bears, because those are two different races of bears.
Yeah.
Or species of bears, I guess. Do they look friendly to each other? Can I differentiate that? Or
Clearly, the
identify them?
smaller bear is intimidated by the alpha bear.
Right. So they don't like. Does this seem like a fucking coordinated attack, or like as a group, or is it just pure luck or unluck? I guess that they encounter us at the same time.
I'll put it this way: and bears attack. So.
Well,
So yeah, it might be luck. We don't. You can't ascertain, as such, right at this moment, unless you
Sure.
roll like a survival check to see what might happen there. A nature check.
well, can I?
Yeah, you can roll a nature check.
Well, actually, I've already rolled a wisdom's check already on the brown bear, so wouldn't I already have an idea? On the back bear, at least.
Hey, above an 8.
Yeah, I mean, like you can sort of gather that they may know each other. This may not have been coordinated. They might have just been doing their own thing. But when the one heard the other roar, he knew he had some good times ahead. You have an idea
right.
that might have what happened.
All right. So with that knowledge, I am gonna move a bit, maybe 10 feet over here. Stay as far away as possible from both of them, but not crossing the river.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna target the. Well, I see that this guy is stabbing the black bear, so I'm gonna try to attack the brown bear, as he was also roaring and intimidating. Do I target him by just clicking on him?
Control. then
Control click.
Yeah, all right, and then I think this would work.
All right.
there
so
you go.
You hit the black. Okay, so you hit. Roll the damage, please.
All right.
All
Hey,
right,
makes
cool.
damage.
So Dran, you like pull out your sling and you're like, okay, I guess I should probably do something. I'm guessing is going on with you.
Well, yeah, I'll tell what I'm thinking. As this situation has erupted, I will just think like, "Whoa, this is unexpected."
Yeah.
Here I go, and
Yeah.
I'll pull out my sling.
So you like pull out
Here
your
I go,
swing,
killing again.
and you throw it, and you whip a sling stone at the black bear, and you hit it right in the head, and it just looks at you. It was previously focused on Crawl, but now it looks at you and it roars, and it's just like, and Crawl, you hear it say, "Who the fuck?" And it's just like, yeah, it's just gonna go for you. Also, I don't know if I'm set to 18 plus, but I should be, and I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure that out later. So hopefully nobody report me, please. Thank you. Bye.
Too late.
Yeah. So that's what happens, and it is just like, it looks like it hurt it, but it doesn't look like it actually like.
Sorry, I've got a quick question. Why?
Yep.
First question. I'm not really going to argue with it. Why does the sling do as much damage as the longbow?
Because they're using special sling stones.
Okay. Second thing, a sling only has a range of 30.
Oh, then
and
you
then
have to,
attack with disadvantage past that.
Oh, would you like to move closer to redo that, or would you like to redo that?
Well, if I can move closer and then use the same roll.
Yes, I will allow that.
All right, thanks. Yeah, then I'll do that.
For easy sake. No, it's fine. I am not a perfect DM. I will make mistakes. You can. I said, you let me know. Otherwise,
Hey, everybody makes mistakes.
But these are special sling stones that everybody has to start with. But when you run out, you get to use rocks that do way less damage.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Unless you can make more.
That's gonna be my turn.
All right. Black Bear is pissed. Like,
I guess you have to nab them, like to make them actual sling stones or something like that.
I think you just have to like do a process where you like make them super smooth, so they're like super dangerous.
Essentially.
And you need to find the ones that have a good shape.
Yeah.
That's why reverse stones are the best.
Anyhow, Black Bear.
Yeah.
Yes, Black Bear.
Yeah. Yes, Black Bear with its crazy movement speed. Let's see.
Yes,
10,
but it's difficult
20,
terrain.
30, 40. It just runs out here, and it's just like, it has 40 feet of movement. And it's just like, actually, I didn't need to tell you that, but whatever, I don't care. And it's just like, I'm coming for you.
Oh, God.
All right, Anchoron.
Yes, me. Okay, so Anchoron will like. Anchoron is confused. He just woke up. There are people he doesn't know around. Suddenly, there are also bears. He doesn't know what's going on. So he will essentially move up here to put some distance between both bears.
Mm-hmm.
And as he moves away, he like this bush here leaves his line of sight, so he sees the brown bear.
That's a tree.
He
those are trees. Those aren't bushes. Those are trees.
Okay, so the tree leaves his line of sight, and he sees the brown bear and some weird guy wearing a mask squaring off against the brown bear, and he like points. He shouts, "Watch out! There's another one!" And he points his volante at the brown bear. But what he didn't account for is the fact that as soon as he pointed the volante at the bear, the volante started glowing with like green and blue light,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially a spike made from light and energy shot off the volante and flew at the black bear. And he casts Eldritch Blast at the brown bear.
All right.
Okay, wait. So I use a cantrip. That's. Let me figure out how to use the fucking cantrip.
So if you
I'm at actions.
Yeah. All right. So when you go down to your Eldritch Blast, click on the magnifying glass next to the brown shield.
Okay. Oh, and there we go with cast. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah. All right, so
I
you
guess that succeeds.
hit the brown bear. Roll the damage.
Roll the damage.
What the hell,
Oh,
guys?
max
the
What's with
damages,
all these
guys.
high rolls?
this maximum damage from Eldritch
Okay.
Blast.
All right.
Baron, you better RP this. Is suddenly seen this explosive blast
And-
and the
and-
bear
and,
died in front of you.
Wait, did the bear die?
Well, hold on. I'm gonna
Yes.
describe it. Let me describe it.
Okay.
God, you people are so crazy. Okay, so Ankaron, you said, you pull out your Volante to point at the bear, and as you didn't feel this, you just feel this weird surge of energy come through you. As you
Essentially.
and this, like you said, green and blue light beam. Well, not beam, but like I don't even know how Eldritch Blast looks like. Anyway, we'll just say a light beam just like shoots out of the tip of the Volante and hits right at the bear.
Yes.
As it hits the bear, you see the bear just kind of wince and then crumple to the ground, seemingly unmoving. And then you hear a voice in your head that says, I see you've discovered the gifts that our contract bestows.
The moment the bear blows up, Alcoran looks at his weapon, jumps back, and goes, "What the fuck?"
Did you not hear the voice in your head?
He did, but he is in the middle of the fight, so
Okay.
priorities.
Yeah. So yeah, Varen, you will have seen just Yep. Go ahead.
I'm not the condition, but I am frightened with everything that's going on, and I don't know
Oh shit! Sorry.
how to think.
Also, Frigi, could you not allow us to move other players' tokens because I just accidentally moved the drum
I cannot
across the map.
I
Oh
cannot.
boy.
Just do not move
so-
other players' tokens.
Okay, so we will have to watch out for that. Okay.
I do not know how to stop that. Otherwise, I would have stopped it a long time ago when I was running my campaign, because people like to do that shit with other people. But no, if it's green, you're allowed to move it. So that's how you can move other tokens. Like if you have allies and things like that, you can move them yourselves. Usually.
So we'll just have to be careful then. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. I didn't think you'd be touching other people's tokens. That's why I didn't realize.
No, it was an accident because I was trying to swipe them up and shit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So yeah, yeah, that just happened. You just killed the brown bear.
That just happened. Yes.
The brown bear is dead, and it's lying dead on the ground. It does not attack or do anything. All right, Crawl. You see this black bear just clearly have some issues. It's kind of going through the field that you just magically sprout out that you weren't even knowing that you were doing, but it just sort of happened. But it got close to you, but it's almost on you. What do you do?
It's how blown up is it? There's nothing left of it, just a big hole in the bear. Or
wait, which bear? The other bear?
No, the one that
bear.
exploded. It is totally exploded, or
no. When you get punched in the gut, on the side of your gut, you see that. It's sort of like that, in anime when they shoot someone and the bullet goes right through them.
Yeah,
but
so
it doesn't
just
actually
big
go
hole.
through them. But it didn't actually go through them. It just sort of really hit him into the side. But if this was an anime, you would just see this line going through him, but it didn't actually go through him. So
So
really
there's
pierced him. It's still there.
Nothing physically looks like it harmed it, but we saw something just zoom.
Oh no, it's if a
on.
thunderbolt just hit it in the side. There's not a hole, but an indentation and burn marks where the Eldritch Blast hit it. And it just
so it's
crumpled over. It's still there. It didn't explode. Otherwise, I would have said Varen is covered in bloods and guts.
Does Dran and I recognize that was an Eldritch Blast? I mean, we've potentially seen warlocks before.
I'm not looking at the fucking brown bear. I'm currently very focused on the black bear running towards us.
Roll me a Arcana check. You would know that was magic, but you would not know what kind of magic he just did right off from your distance.
So I use a dash action.
Okay.
As far as
1. So I have 60 feet, right? So
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, and I will end here and scream to the black bear, if you want to do it the hard way, then come and get me.
And it looks
And-
back at you, and it's just like.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Varen, you just saw all this shit go down. What is happening?
What is happening right now? I'm going to look at the brown bear and thinking. I've noticed the black bear. I was so focused on the brown bear. Would have I during this whole situation? I would have noticed the black bear.
Yeah,
correct?
it's pretty big. It's like large.
Okay. I am. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna move what? 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And just say to the man that just fired energy? What was that? Hello? What was that? There.
Are you gonna respond, Anchoron?
He went to the bathroom.
Oh, did he? Oh, my bad.
I'll just imagine he says, I don't even know what that was. I guess.
He's too
And-
busy staring at his Valente.
Yeah, he's probably just staring
you
at
know,
his...
like those things, those jokes you see where someone holds a gun for the first time, they turn the barrel at their own head. He's now got that Valente like point at his head, like what the fuck is this?
Oh my
Uh-huh.
god! Why would you don't point the gun barrel at your face while you're trying to figure out what they did? No.
You don't look straight through the barrel? Isn't that what you do?
No, you don't. Guys.
Those comedies where like a Stone Age person finds a gun or something like that.
I mean, imagine a Stone Age gun. That would be hilarious. Do you think Gambit will let me homebrew that?
A Stone Age gun.
I don't think so, man.
Kind of like a sling with magic bullets, maybe.
Uh,
So
I'm going to use my action to stabilize, just catch my bearings and do
Okay.
nothing.
no. Ankron, are you back? Yes, no, maybe so. All right. Anyway, we'll play out that scenario after the fact.
there he is.
All right, Ankron.
Yes.
Someone just asked you what was that?
yeah.
What did you
I
just do?
come from the
Okay.
bear and I just said, what was that?
Wait, the bear's dead already?
Yeah, the brown bear.
Brown bear.
Okay, so Ankoran like shouts at you, I don't know!
All right.
And then I'm stunlocked after that.
All right. Ariel, it's your turn.
Ariel's like looks at this, like still like watching those two over there, like Anchor and that, with just a raised eyebrow. He's recognizes magic, but it's not actually. It doesn't bother him much about it because he is a elf. He's seen it before, so he just starts to concentrate on the black bear and hope he actually like hits this time.
Nope.
Jesus Christ!
You are not lucky. What is going on with you today? That's a lot of ones.
It's that fucking rogue. The rogue took all my rolls.
Okay.
Told them.
Do you do anything else?
What the hell to do?
All right, Dran, what do? You just saw Crawl run around the bear and roar at it. You just saw an arrow just miss the black bear. You just saw, I don't know if you saw this, but you might have heard someone just say, "What was that?" to another person. What is going on?
All right. Well, Dran will think in its own head. He will still see this black bear coming, at least for now, coming towards him. And he'll think, oh, not good. And he will walk all the way back. Yeah. Like here, I think that's still in 30 feet. I can't like seem to measure on my token. I have to like
No, you have
measure.
yeah, and then when you and then when you hold your finger above your token, it'll show you how
Yeah,
far
all
you
right.
are.
So 25 feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. All right. And then I will throw my slingshot again.
All right, roll the damage, and you hit. Why do these things have
Nice.
such low ACE?
Hey, another max damage.
Oh my gosh! So you throw another sling at it. You're like, huh? You walk back. Like we'll say you casually walk
Yeah,
back.
I just walk back. I cautiously
this.
walk back. Yeah, I'm more prioritizing just not tripping over while I'm readying my slingshot. So I kind of just slowly walk back, trying to anticipate this black bear. And when I get to about the point where I'm standing right now, I release my sling and
Just like
yeah.
so it had its head turned, and then you hit it in the back of its head as its head was turned, and it looks and it's like it sees some figures and it goes, "Who did that?" As it roars out, "Who did that? Who did that?" I forgot my bear voice. I'm just gonna say I forgot the bear voice. I'm gonna have to find it again, maybe, but we'll see. Who knows? It might sound like other voices in the future, but remember, it will forever be the bear voice at the start. So. Yeah. So you crawl. You hear the bear say, "Who did that?" Yeah. All right.
I think we've rolled. We've out of the 5 times we've rolled for damage, we've rolled 4 times max damage.
Yeah. All right. Well, the bear just like assuming. Well, I don't know. I can't say what the bear's thinking, but it assumes that whoever was the closest attacked it, and it just comes up to Anchoron, and it's just like, rah, and it like swipes at you with one of its claws.
Oh god! Oh god!
First actual attack.
And it misses.
Oof!
Yeah, it misses as it swipes at you with one of its claws, and then it's going to like look at you just like as it digs the claw into the ground right near you, and you see it like as it like swipes at you, like some dirt just like gets clumped up with it as it's like flung away, as you just like deftly like kind of go like whoa as you step back.
Okay.
All right, Anchoron, you just were attacked by the bear. What happened? What do you do next?
Yeah. So like, wait, if I want to move away, that will be an attack of opportunity for the bear, yes? Or is it like too far for that?
Sorry,
no,
repeat
wait.
that. I zoned out for a second.
If I move away right now, that will be an attack of opportunity
Oh yeah,
for the
definitely.
bear.
Yes?
Yeah. Okay. So like, all right. So once again, when the bear made a swipe at Anchoron, and Anchoron like instinctively covered his like head with his hands, like as if he was trying to shield himself from the blow, and like instinctively, almost, he casts Armor of Agathis on himself.
Okay.
So he gets 5 additional HP, like
HP,
temporary.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll cast that, and and like essentially, everybody, including the bear, can see Anchoron getting covered in what looks like sea foam and a bunch of like seaweeds wrapping around him.
Yes, exactly. That works better than what I was gonna say anyway. I was gonna say you just get covered by like blue energy, like this blue aura radiates as like what feels like seaweed and like shells just kind of like wrap your body, but they're like there, but they're not there. It's almost like this etherealness to it.
Yeah, no, they are there, but like they are a bit transparent essentially, and like
I mean, like they're there effectively, but they're not actually there.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
Like they're not actual seaweed and stuff covering you. It's
he gets covered by what looks like transparent flotsam essentially.
Sounds good. Yes, I love this. Let's go with that.
And
Okay.
he like looks at himself and is even more freaked out.
Yeah. That's dead. Crawl. Your attempt at drawing the bear's attention seems to have been like undone by the actions potentially of another.
Okay,
What are you going to
so-
do as the bear walks away from
Question first: can I move some distance, then attack, and then move some more distance if I have enough movement?
you? Yes. You're just
Okay,
not allowed
so-
to end your space in the same square.
Okay,
as
so
another
I would, yeah,
character.
okay, so I would like move 15 feet first.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 15.
Okay.
That's really good math. And now I'm 30 feet away from the bear.
Yeah.
And Crawl like points his stick at the bear and just like yells again in bear. I said, "Come to me if you want to fight," and he will cast a thorn whip at the bear.
Okie dokie. So,
I think that's it.
yeah. Is that an attack roll or?
Yes, that's just an attack roll.
Okay, so roll the attack. Oh, you did. You hit. And you do a damage. So, yeah.
I do a 1 damage, and the bear is pulled 5 feet toward me.
Oh yeah, large or
Because
smaller.
it's
Yeah,
it's
uh,
up to 10 feet,
but you
and
only
I
want
just
5 feet.
want
Okay.
I only want 5 feet,
Okay.
and they like his stick just turns into this long vine and grabs the bear by like his back foot
Yeah.
and
Pulls it
drags it. Yeah.
5 feet back. Yeah. So yeah, everyone will see basically Crawl just like point his stick, and it just like, yeah, extends itself into like this like thorn whip, and it just like he like Indiana Jones it around the bear's back foot, and just like, I said, come here, but you don't hear that because he's yelling it in bear, and then
Yes,
he pulls it
and
back.
You can see that Kroll is probably just as surprised as all of you are that human cast magic.
Yeah.
He's like not knowing what's really happening, but he's crawling with it and moving his another 15 feet because I have 30 feet of movement.
All right, Varen, you just saw.
And I will move here.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, Varen, you just saw. What is it? Guy walks.
Some guy
shoots a
comes
sling.
out.
And then another guy gets attacked by the bear, but it misses. But in reaction, he sort of like, you see this like blue energy cover him, and like all these like sea things cover him. And then you see this other guy in the distance, just like a whip, just his stick becomes a whip, and it like pulls the bear back. Yo, what did you get yourself into?
What did I get myself into? Before I even think about what just happened, I think I have to deal with the threat, which is this massive black bear. So I'm going to move 20 feet and attack it.
Okay.
I don't get sneak attack
Nope.
because it was pulled. Sag.
You hit.
Still hits. Still hits. I'll take it.
Yeah. And okay, you do 6
Max damage.
So like you come in and you like do the same thing you like with the other bear, but hit it wasn't as
yeah.
effective, but you still know like you got some damage in like as you slash it, and then you come up with your follow up, I imagine.
Yep.
All right, go roll it. Okay, and then roll me a d4 because it hits. And you do like, then you come in and you roll with the second attack and just like slash it again, like getting a good cut in.
I'm just
so it's still alive though. It's just very bloodied. It's breathing heavily,
no.
and it's like
my biggest fear: not killing my targets
Ariel.
because they will be mad at me.
Ariel.
Ariel's not just ignored everyone trying desperately to at least hit one error.
Come on, you got it.
You hit. Yeah,
There we
you
go.
did it. Woo!
You can do it.
All right. So yeah, just like Ariel, frustrated with having missed, just like I'm gonna do it, and he basically like lines up a shot like Legolas would have in the Lord of the Rings if that actually existed in this world. But we all know I'm using the references out of character. And he like shoots the arrow, and it just like sails through the air and hits its target right in the neck, like right at the nape kind of area. And as it does, you see the bear just slump over and falls as it like lets out an exasperated as it falls to the ground and dies. I should have made that fight harder.
To be fair, we rolled like all max damage pretty much.
Yeah, we had insane rolls. Like, honestly, that's the first time in my life where I rolled max damage on an Eldritch Blast.
So, anyway,
Okay,
Kroll
I'm gonna just fall to the ground, not hurt, but just trying to process everything, and just gonna.
I go to the brown bear first, trying to pitch the arrow that went to the ground there.
Okay.
And my Roy, the blood eagle, just goes and lands on top of the black bear and starts pecking at its head.
Sounds good.
As soon as the fight is over, Dran will pocket his sling, pick up his parchment and shield again, and start. As like the bird flies down on the bear, he will start approaching a bit closer, and he will get a bit of the paint he had left on his finger and try to start sketching this as well.
Yeah, and Ankoron will like start looking at his hands that are like covered in seaweed shells and sea foam, and start freaking out.
Ariel ignores all of it now. He goes up to the brown bear and kneels and starts using his dagger to start cutting the pelt off and cutting the meat. And as he's doing this, he just glances back at Varen. Now, and who are you, by the way?
Should I ask you guys the same question?
We were here first.
I mean, you're the only one that I've noticed that isn't crazy. Like, he cannot speak. He cannot speak right now.
Kroll will help. Kroll will help Ariel with the skinning and processing the meat of the bear. And in the meantime, he will like look at the new person and ask him like, it's getting really crowdy here lately.
Okay, we're not getting anything out this human, out the city human. So I turn to Krell. Now, and where the hell did all of that come from? Well, still not even actually looking at them. I'm focusing on what I'm doing. It's like a sidelong glance.
I mean, out of the forest, probably bears live in the forest.
Your magic, Krell.
What magic? What do you mean?
I saw you using magic.
It isn't magic. It's just part of me. It's like, is it magic?
Also, Frigi, I have a question actually.
Yes, ask.
Can I like end a spell prematurely?
You want to end
because
what spell?
Yeah, I want to end the Armor of Agathis because it like has a set duration of 1 hour, and like, can I end that early or does it have to run its course?
Usually you're able to.
It doesn't say specifically in the spell, but I'll allow you to end it early.
You can end a concentration whenever you want.
It's not concentration. It's set. It has a set 1 hour duration, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, we'll just say like, since the situation seems to have resolved itself, like, as you're freaking out,
essentially, so like
spills off of you.
Yeah. Essentially, he like, as he is freaking out, he like hugs himself and starts doing deep breaths and like, all right, calm down, everything is fine, and like the seaweed and shells start dropping off of him and like disappearing as they hit the ground, essentially.
Perfecto.
All right.
Kroll will stand up from the bear when he's talking to Ariel.
Sorry, do I get all my arrows back, or like only one or two of them? Or...
The 2 that hit the ground. Wait, did you roll a 1 at any point? No.
Wait.
We'll just say the one that killed the bear you lost for now. You'll have to.
Okay, so I'm down to 19 arrows.
Yes,
Okay.
the one that killed the bear because it like lodged in deep and it killed it, and then when you try to take it out, it kind of like broke in half.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, and then do I have to like roll for anything to get a decent bear pelt out of this? Like
You know what? Roll
survival or
me
something?
a survival check.
Oh,
No,
wait,
you don't. No, you don't
Not.
have to roll
Yeah.
because I'm a human.
With
How do I
harvest craft.
link it?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you get advantage?
Sorry?
I thought it was advantage.
No, I get advantage. Yeah. So I will help with this.
Okay,
And
and also I'm proficient with leatherworker tools, so I know how to skin animals and everything. So don't I get double proficiency?
I don't know about.
Or add my proficiency bonus to any roll I use using the tools. If I'm
Yeah,
not
isn't that
mistaken.
already part of your survival check though? Aren't you already
No,
proficient in
I've
survival?
got proficiency with survival, and then if I use the tools, I can add my proficiency bonus again. I think.
Basically,
Oh, interesting.
how I know how it like usually works. I don't know if it's different, but like that is a separate role, if that makes sense. It's like you're making a leather was it that a tool check, and then if
Oh, yeah.
you're proficient in the tool,
Yeah.
you get to add, and then you would like assign a tool with a skill or with an attribute. So it's like either
Oh, wisdom,
Dex.
dex, sever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, just roll. Just I'll have you both roll me survival checks.
Yeah, but
Yes, something like
not
that.
too well.
Crawler, you gonna roll a
Wait,
survival
okay.
check or no?
Can I get
Yeah,
advantage
we-
to this beast?
Yeah.
Sorry, you were supposed to have. Yeah, you have advantage. It's fine. You have. You roll a second one. Yeah.
Oh boy, no, not 20.
I-
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, cool. Apparently, when you have advantage, you roll really shit and then really well. Okay, yeah. So you guys managed
What
to
the
skin the
hell?
beast. You got the bear pelt, this black bear pelt. You managed to like cut out a lot of like the good old meat and stuff like that. And so like you got some meat to bring back. It's still like a lot of stuff you have to carry though.
yeah, so I should probably ask it earlier, but is everyone okay? Like, did anyone get hurt by the bear?
No. And Ankoron like sheaves his volante at his side and like looks at his hands and slumps down a bit and like goes. So that just happened.
But just
Okay.
Uh-huh,
And while
yeah,
I'm
that
ripping
did
this
just
now
happen.
pelt off the bear, I turn to Vern again. Are you going to tell us who you are yet?
I have no idea what's going on here.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Takes-
skinning the bear.
Takes a deep breath and says, "Well, I guess I'll introduce myself. Hello, my name is Varen. Who are you?"
He
I
doesn't
say
even.
to-
Yeah, I don't even look at you. I'm still like working on the bear. I'm Ariel. Ariel. Yeah, I need to figure out how I want to say that name.
Yeah, and Ankoron like walks up to you and like energetically shakes your hand and like goes, "My name's Ankoron of House Leon. Nice to meet you."
Hey, I'm Kroll. Just Kroll. I'm from Moon Shepherd's tribe. We have a camp nearby. We're just supposed to go for some fresh water, but it's getting crowded here.
Actually, I have a question. Kral, you said your name was, yes?
Yeah. Are you okay? You're looking very stressed out.
I am mostly confused. Like, all right, you know what? I'll think about those things when I am comfortable. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, I mean, I hate to impose myself like that, but would you mind if I tagged along with you and went with you to your camp so I could get my bearings and then maybe got back to my people?
He looks at like the bear and at Ariel and then like back at probably.
So Ariel sees you look around and like I shrug at you, saying, "We need help carrying the meat."
And he looks back at the camp and then back at Ankaron, and I think we need like Ariel said, we need some help with carrying all the meat.
Of course.
And the second bear, and I'm not promising anything, but I will tell the council that you help. So we still need some hands to work with everything. So yeah, I will talk to them, and I will do my best to get you some food and shelter for the night.
All right, I understand. It's perfectly reasonable of you. So yes, I'll help you carry the meat, and like Alcoron like starts to go to the other bear carcass, like to try and hold it back, and he like points at it, and he again accidentally casts Mage Hand, and like the bear carcass slides toward him, and he like freaks out again and jumps back.
That's too heavy for Mage Hand. That's too heavy
okay.
Way too heavy for Mage Hand.
okay, never mind. I wanted to capitalize on the fact he suddenly can use magic, so he freaks out all the time.
So here's what happens when you do that. So when you point your sword at the other brown bear, this like tentacle like figure comes out of nowhere and tries to pull the bear, but it has a hard time. It's like like when you're trying to pull against something that won't move, you're just like hard. It's just like that. It's just like
yes.
And there you're freaking out. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. Essentially, he drops his blade. That he saw a tentacle come out of his blade, so he drops it, jumps away, and like freaks out again.
All right, so
is Dran still standing there painting?
Yes, I assume so.
Yes.
Dran.
Okay, Rory comes and lands on your shield and looks over to watch what you're doing.
I try to flick the bird away, just by raising my hand with paint and like trying to flick the bird away with some paint maybe.
It doesn't like the paint, so it flies off and lands on Krell's head.
All right. So
that will take some using too.
Who is going back to the Moon Shepherd camp?
I will do one more thing.
Do we also manage to skin the brown bear nicely?
I'm just gonna say yes with the rolls you guys had.
I will do one more thing.
Yes.
Kroll will take hearts of the two bears and then take them to this tree. And not really bury them, but like lay them under the tree and do like a little I guess it would be count as a prayer, and like thank Visaria and the bears for their like sacrifice, and that they will feed and like leave the hares there.
Okay. Before I do any RP things, anyone else want the brown bear pelt? Because I've taken the black bear pelt for myself.
Oh no! I don't really use such additions to my wardrobe. Thank you very much. By all means, take it.
Anyone else?
I don't see myself as the carving animals type.
I guess I can take it.
Wait, who was that?
I can take it, Crow.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, and Ankoron like suspiciously picks up his volante and looks at it as if he suspects it will do something strange again.
Okay,
and when it doesn't, he like sheaves it again.
And then when he's done, Ariel comes out to where Krell's made this little, shrine thing to the bears. He doesn't pray to any gods. He just reaches down, touches the hearts, and says, "Thank you," and comes back.
And Krell will leave the house there and come back
You said you took which one?
I took the black belt.
Okay, so I take brown bear. Right?
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to make a cloak out of that.
You see Dran pausing between his painting and looking up from his parchment, realizing something, and he just walks towards the corpse of the black bear and starts searching for his stones. Can I find my sling stones back? If I can try.
Roll me a perception check.
Wouldn't that be investigation? Like looking for something specific?
No, you're gonna roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, you threw 2 of them? Yeah, you managed to find both of your sling stones.
I only rolled 1, I think.
You rolled 2.
I rolled a 12.
Plus 5, yeah.
Yeah. That's only 1 roll, right?
Yeah, no, I'm counting the roll goal. Yeah, I said you found your Are you arguing with me when I said I give you your 2 sling stones? I can give you 1.
No, I thought you said you rolled 2 rolls.
No, I said you found your 2 sling stones.
Okay.
I mean, I can give you less. I can totally give you less. I have no problems with that. But it's good to know that I can throw harder things at you guys. All right, so are you all going back to the Moon Shepherd camp?
We're taking us both of the entire bears with us if possible. We leave it as
Yes.
little as possible behind.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Dran as
I
well?
guess-
Yeah, well, he is very interested in this group because he probably was traveling alone for at least the past few days. So anything different than what he has encountered so far is interesting to him. So you'll just silently follow.
Perfect.
Yeah, Ariel shoves this massive haunch of bear meat at and you want to eat? You're going to help.
I'm back, sorry, I had to answer a call.
That's fine. So you guys are gonna gather all this stuff up and make your way back to the Moon Shepherd camp, which should be about an hour's walk away. With all the stuff, we're gonna just take a short 5-minute break here. Oh, where were we? Yeah.
Talking while walking.
Yes, indeed.
I'm going to share this new map with you. So this is the makeshift-ish Moon Shepherd camp. At least this is a portion of it. It might actually be larger than this, given the amount of people that are still around. So yeah, when you guys get back in, you return to the camp. The camp is, like you can see signs of wear and tear. Like they were recently attacked like a couple of weeks ago by the Stormbloods, or what they perceive to be the Stormbloods. Just based on markings, they could sort of tell, I guess. And oh, I didn't realize I did that. Oh well, it's fine. And yeah, so you can see like there's like some noticeable sign like of damage and wear and tear. Like there's still some areas, like a lot of the tents are still intact, but there's some that are damaged. Clearly, like the group made haste when the attack occurred. They managed to stave it off just long enough, but it did lead to a bit of a splitting of the tribe. That's just some of your background information. Yeah, and I mean, like, what was it? But you can also tell that clearly, like, they are growing, trying to build from this and to grow stronger from this. If you catch my drift.
Move on and carry on.
Yeah, basically, I don't know why the token did this.
That's my fault. You really need to figure out, user permissions on the tokens.
Just don't fuck with them. It's not that hard.
On a side note of user permissions, I've added the blood hawk token.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. So yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. As you come into town, Crawl, you notice a familiar face run up to you, and she's and as what is it? Your aunt, Aki, and she's like, Crawl, how are you doing? How was your water getting endeavor? I'm really bad at voices. Let's go with it.
Hi, Aunt. We found a little bit more than we expected.
Yes,
Who are these
hello.
friends of yours?
Yeah, they
Okay,
are
so-
like. I guess they can introduce themselves. They were willing to help us carry the
Okay.
bear that we encounter, but
If I've already been here for a few days, then I know her. So I just go straight to the cooking pit with the meat.
Sounds good. Aki's
Yeah.
like, a bear? A bear? What?
yes, but we managed. Don't worry, we are all okay.
Yeah, and Ankaron like walks up to the aunt and makes like a very fancy bow, and like, my name is Ankaron of House Liron, hailing from Orchestra. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. She looks a little confused by the whole bowing thing because it's.
Trust me, I am as confused as you as to why I ended up here. It's a long story, honestly.
Huh. Interesting. I'm Aki. I'm Crawl's aunt. I'm one of the shepherds for the moon. One of the shepherds. I'm one of the shamans for the Moon Tribe. I'm assuming you helped my cute little boy over here. You are welcome to
God.
stay as long as necessary.
Nice to meet you, Misaki. I promise I will not make a nuisance of myself in here.
We've had enough of that recently. she sort of
Yeah.
chuckles a little bit. kind of a
After,
little bit
after the meat, I
nervously.
come back. Aki, we've got enough meat for the entire tribe for tonight.
Ah, awesome! I will let the others know. Shortly, and you over there, you look like you're a little confused. You
Is it to
okay?
me or to-
Yeah, that's to you, Baron. She points at you directly.
Well, it's been a day. I'm like, I got like handfuls of what is it? Bear hide, meat,
Yeah.
skin, bunch of shit.
Bits.
Yeah. Where would you like this?
Oh, just follow Ariel over there. He'll tell you where to put it.
Alright.
Yeah, just there's a cooking pit right in the middle. You put all the meat there for now, and people will take what they need.
Dump it all on the ground.
And she's just sort of looking over there at Dran. Dran, what are you doing?
I think you can guess.
Ah.
Dran was actually just taking in the environment, not painting. But now that this thing happened, this encounter with the ant has begun, he has quickly begin to ready his paint on his parchment and is about to draw his first lines when she looks at him. Does she say anything? Sorry, I maybe
She's
missed
like,
that.
do you have a name? I don't know. if you
He's
ignore her.
he's about to like stroke his first line with his finger that is now drenched in paint, and she asks this. He looks up and says, "My name is Dran." And
Nice to meet you.
yes, I've been going with these people. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it seems interesting. And with that, he just goes back to painting.
Awesome.
He doesn't seem to be the most charismatic guy. This Dran.
All right, so Crawl, you would know that a lot of the smaller tents are just regular housing tents. As recently, you've been gathering any remnants of random stragglers who do come around. Not you specifically, but the tribe has been. And it's just sort of like, so there are tents, like there are groups of tents where people are just like put in and like put together. You also know that there's like a large tent at the back. That's where usually the council members reside and do a lot of the council business, from like keeping like the welfare of the tribe going forward. At least that's how I understand it to be. There's like no fences or anything like that. It's just like even like man-made. It's just like you're sort of like have been set up in this position for a little bit since the recent attack. And you were just like running some errands. Is there anything anybody would like to do in or like to find out about before anything we continue forward? I guess is my question.
I want to talk with few people, but most importantly, I want to ask. Aki, did there was a decision already made? What are we doing next? Or are we moving? Are we staying here and looking for more people, or what?
A decision has been made, and your arrival with these new friends of yours has actually signaled that we are going to go forward with a decision. I just have to present it to the council.
And that decision is what exactly?
You'll find out soon enough. I'll let you know.
While they're talking, I approach and turn to Kroll. She is your aunt, correct? Is she Neff's daughter?
No.
Yes, yes. No.
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 But my uncle is.
Yeah.
Where is our Uncle Eagle right now?
He is also talking with the council. They are in I guess intense discussions to determine what we're doing next. I should probably get back there. I just was a little bit worried for you after all. You know how much I care.
I do not have to, that I can take care of myself.
Oh, okay. And then she's like, "All right, I'll see you later." And then she runs off to the tent to I can't put it under, but it's fine. She runs off to the tent. Perfect.
I go back to the fire salon, so I'm trying to light the fire to cook some meat, and I turn to Kroll, like motioning him with my head to come join me.
I will come and join you.
I wanna walk around this section of the camp, see how many people are here, if every tent is filled, and see like just the make of the camp.
Are you doing
How is it?
Normally or stealthily?
Fuck it. Stealthily.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
He realizes everyone's like can see him right there where he is, right?
I mean, you can still do things stealthily without actually trying to hide. Like, it's just
Well,
it does not make
I think it's more than I'm scanning the room, but it just looks like I'm just walking around.
Okay, so like an obtrusive kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's not me like trying to hide from sight. Like you will see me, but it's just like, okay, it's just another guy. I'm hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and like Ankaran doesn't want to be a bother, so he helps with the food and like helps set shit up essentially, and like make himself useful essentially.
So he's up there helping me and Kroll.
I guess.
Tell me about my niece.
Sorry?
Tell me about my niece.
About Grandma Neff?
I haven't spoken to her in over 50 years. How did she live?
I really like that she from what I know she joined the tribe from the outside that would match up with what are you are saying, and she taught me a lot of things, and she was telling me a lot of stories about you, actually.
About
Uh,
me.
Yes, about you, about that you gave her her name, and that you had like a huge flock of birds, and you knew magic, and you were an awesome hunter, and she told me a lot of crazy stories about you fought with
Uh,
like
some of those sound a little exaggerated, to be honest. The birds, it's only one small family that I look after, and I do not currently know much magic.
he looks a bit let down. Well, I mean, it's probably a big family, right, of birds.
I started with one. Each generation like has like 4 chicks, then the extras fly off, and one of them always remains by me and helps with and I help with the next generation. While we're speaking, the Roy comes and like sits on the rocks next to us, like with a little piece of meat that I've given him, just like sitting there, with it against the floor, trying to eat it.
I will try to pet a bird.
All right.
And
So while you guys are planning out your next having your conversation, Varen, as you were walking around, you saw a lot of like a few people per tent. It seems like this is like the larger part of the group. A lot of them were just either conversating or working on weapons or doing some woodwork, or working with like some wood, or like gathering food or preparing things to be for the meals tonight and tomorrow, or just doing daily tasks. You saw a lot of people doing daily tasks. Every time you sort of like walked by them, people sort of are just like kind of looking at you a little confusedly, but also sort of like ignoring you because they just are used to there being some strangers, quote unquote. So but yeah, you saw that there was like probably like a good, at least from the portion you went through, there's like probably a good 30 or 40 people around there, whatnot, going as you walked around.
All right.
Ankaron, you helped out.
Yes, I did. Essentially, like he wanted to make himself useful, and after the bear is all portioned, and like some parts of the bear are being roasted over the fire and all that stuff, and essentially the people in the camp see that there is no threat from him. He props up a log or a stump or anything people use to sit around the fire, and like sits down and crosses his legs and like pulls out a harp. No, I mean what was the handheld version called?
A lyre.
A lyre. Yes. He pulls out a lyre and like starts strumming the chords and like trying to essentially build up the atmosphere for everybody to have a good time.
Awesome. And Dran.
Sorry.
What's up?
Yeah, I was going to ask Varen, if you calm down now, can you tell us your story?
Varen, are you there? Imaj, you there?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Zoned out for a second.
Okay. No, I wanted to make sure it was that and not mic issues or something that your mic
Okay.
dropped. And you were like, I've been talking this whole time. Ariel just asked. Ariel, go ahead. Actually.
I was asking, what's your story? If you calm down now.
Well, I'm just a wanderer. Yeah, that's my story. I'm a just traveling around, looking for something to do.
Yeah, do insight.
Sure.
Better than last time.
Do I
16.
roll a deception check?
Yep. Go for it. All right.
Ooh.
Ariel, you can sort of tell there's more to the story, but
Don't get any details, obviously.
but
So I just
yeah.
I just raise my eyebrow at what he's saying and then go back to what I'm doing. He obviously doesn't want to say anything.
All right, Dran, it is your turn. What are you painting?
No, I've been actually sitting down and just listening to all the conversations going on. Ben doesn't do anything in particular at the moment. He's just observing, I guess.
All right, perfect. All right, so as you guys are, making, actually these were all in here. They were all in the tent. You didn't know this, but they're all in the tent. As you guys are making your food and relaxing and like started up the fire and start cooking that bear meat, and oh man, that bear meat, it smells so, I don't know how bear meat smells, but I bet you it smells okay. Maybe very good, like a nice steak on like a cold day. Is that a thing?
I mean, from what I know, bear meat is comparable to steak, essentially, so you weren't far off.
Oh, sweet.
You well, from what I know, you got to also prepare it carefully, though. Otherwise, it's very dangerous.
Yeah. Like the best part apparently to like prepare is the paw of the bear. Like Germans love eating bear paws with like sauerkraut and beer and shit.
All right. Well, you guys are tribals or not tribal. Some of you are actually only one of you is a tribal. Anyway,
Actually,
bear meat. You cook it good. It still tastes good. You wouldn't know what steak is because we don't have cows, I think. So
not yet.
You're cooking the meat. It's smelling good. You're like it's getting prepared. You cut it up using like whatever daggers and knives you had lying around. The pelt is like all, you put it off. We're gonna say you put it in your tent to hang on to it for a bit. As you guys are doing that, you see. Actually, everybody, roll me a perception check. We haven't rolled dice in a while. Roll me some perceptions.
Okay, perception is. Okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So y'all can hear like some movement behind you or in front of you, depending on where you're located on the fireplace, and you see like 6 figures walk out of the tent. Crawl, you will recognize all of them, because they are 2 of them are the 2 council members, the 2 remaining council members, and to the, I'm just gonna use like geographically on the map. On the left, you see your Aunt Aki and your uncle Egel, and to the right you see your father Harun and your brother Aldrich stepping out of the tent.
Ankaran sees serious shit is happening, so he stops playing his lyre.
So
Kral will stop doing what he's doing at the moment and look at the people that exited the.
Dran will maybe make room even a bit and step up and just walk backwards a bit.
Ariel just like look up at them, like cock his head a bit, and then look back down at what he's doing. But just keep an ear out and listen to whatever's happening.
Crawl. Can you roll me an insight check, please?
Okay, sure.
Okay, that's a pretty good one. You'll notice that your aunt looks a little uncomfortable. She's like okay, but she's like a little like worried. Your uncle is just doing what your uncle does. He's being very stoic, very kind of like there. I guess is the one way to put it. He wasn't a man of like exasperated emotions, but he is a one that is in tune because he is also, as you remember, he is one of also the other shamans in town. You see your father off to the side has this like kind of annoyed look on his face.
Tell me something new.
Yeah, he just has this annoyed look on his face. Your brother looks like he's happy. You can tell he's very like excited about what's about to happen. And the council members just are like, also they follow a little bit more of your uncle's like demeanor. They're a bit more stoic, a little bit more demure. They're not like exuberant or things like that. You can tell they're all about the business right now, and that all of what they're doing is more not all about what they're doing, but they're all about business, and they're all about like just maintaining that air. But you can also see like a little bit of like not like stress or anything like that. I do have pictures, by the way. I forgot I had pictures for everybody. So these are.
Should we see them?
Not yet, because I haven't shared them yet. I'm going to share. So this is your father. Nope, that's the wrong one. Where is it? This is your brother. I hope you like it.
I can see my father.
I just sent the brother. All right. So there's the actually I'll put them on the sides that they're at. Okay. So
yeah, okay. I can see them.
All right. Sending some council member. I wish there was a way I could mass share everything, but then again, yeah,
it works.
Yeah. It's yeah.
It works.
There you go.
I like Eagle.
Yeah,
So I was looking at Eagle now and thinking Loki.
Eagle is really fancy looking.
Oh man, that's the one I put the least amount of effort into. You guys are making me crazy. Anyway, so this is for chat. You can see these are the people that they are seeing right now, as well. So I hope you'll like it. Anyway, as I was saying, yes. So Aki turns to Crawl. It's like, Crawl, the council has made a decision, and I think you're gonna want to hear this.
He will do a few steps towards the council, but won't like go out of the line or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. So, Actog, one of the current council members, has taken a little bit more of what is it? We still know that the rest of the tribe is out there kind of approach. So usually when the third seat should be filled, the third seat has been left vacant, and that's mostly due to like the council has decided that until there is like confirmation, they will keep that third seat open until they can hopefully we'll be able to they hope to reunite with the other part of their tribe that they know is out there. And so in the efforts of like gathering people that are scattered, they're hoping to also gather information and hopefully reunite the tribe to its former glory and take it to new heights. So yeah, that's sort of like currently the headspace we're at the council right now. So it's like it seems. So Actog steps forward. He is the other A right now. I'm just gonna reverse them so it's less confusing. He is the other A. He steps forward and he's like, "So the council has decided that we will move forward with our plans to integrate other tribes into the Moon Shepherd. to bolster our chances of surviving. And such, due to your aunt and uncles standing within the group, and due to the great respect we show them as well, based on what they say anyway, our dreams they've had, it seems that you have been chosen as one of the representatives to speak to the other tribes on our behalf, to bring them to us.
Kroll looks at the, what was his name again?
Actog.
Actog,
Yes.
and then he doesn't really believe what he's hearing. So I'm guessing he looks at me. So he look behind him if he's talking to someone standing behind him, and are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Surprisingly, I don't know why, but it has been ordained. I don't even know if they have that word. It's been said that you are the chosen for this task. At least part of this task. Wasn't my decision, but we must go with what Lunara wants. And he still looks like a little bit in disbelief himself. Like he is also not quite sure these words are coming out of his mouth at the person he says they are coming. But you are still one of multiple, but apparently you are one that has been chosen as well.
Kroll is looking at him, he probably looks more surprised and not believing it than he is. Then look at his aunt and uncle and what the hell is happening?
Yeah, so you kind of hear like a humph. It's like the kid's not ready. And you can tell it's your good old classic disapproving father tone that you're so used to hearing. I don't know why we're listening to this.
He looks back and Achtok, and he basically pretends that his father didn't say anything and steps 2 steps forward to the council and says, I will accept that position with honor, and I will do my best to fulfill their role to my highest ability. I will do my best. I swear.
And he looks at you and it's like, okay. And he still looks like he's confused a little bit that he said all of this. And he's like, I need to go rest. Today has been such a long day. Gear up with me.
I approach Kroll from behind. Do you require help, young one?
He looks back at Ariel. I guess I won't be going alone to other tribes. So, yes.
Eagle kind of interjects. I didn't want it, but it is what the gods have deemed. And such as the vision I see before me, 5. Oh my god, I had such a good line here. I can't remember what it is. Have 5 has foreseen in my dream of not the most unified backgrounds, but apparently it will not succeed unless you all go together. But I mean, you can still go by yourself if you want to, but I'm just saying, that's what I heard in a dream and whatnot. It's totally in my dreams. I'm sorry. It was getting too serious there for a second. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's great. It's great.
Kroll looks at his uncle, then back at the 4 new people that he met most of them met like few hours ago, and went back. You mean those people?
Look, did you find one of them in the river?
And like when he says that, Alcon like waves his head and goes, "Yes, hello."
I was really hoping this dream wasn't real. And he kind of like burrows his head in. It's like I don't. Oh my god.
Oh god, Frizzy, you are totally hitting that Pratchett vibe right now.
Crow will look at his uncle. Yes, I will do my best. Like I said, he looks back at the council. No matter what you might think, I will do my best, and I will succeed with that. I just need to think about it for a while. What to do?
It's all but don't take too long. Aktok looks at you, he's like, don't take too long. The longer we wait, the stronger our enemies become.
And like Ankron pipes up and like goes, "Excuse me, if I could interject for a second." Yes, hello.
Yes.
I wasn't there. I wasn't here in like in the past because I just washed up in a river and like I just woke up, honestly. But I am happy to tag along because honestly, like, forgive me for sounding brash, but I am bored and you people are interesting. So I will be happy to tag along with you.
Well, and he looks, he's taken aback. Aktok's a bit taken aback, and he looks at you, he's like, I guess it's good to see that our plight amuses you.
No. Don't get me wrong. It's not about your plight. It's just, I've been around for a while and essentially I've seen a lot, and it takes a lot to get my juices flowing, if you know what I mean. But I am happy to tag along if I could be of some help, essentially, because it's new things to experience and new adventures to be had. So yes, I am happy to tag along.
If the gods want us to work together, I think we will accomplish great things. He says to Ankaran.
I am happy to help.
I turn back to the other two. What of you two?
As long as I will not have to act against my principles, that is. But I hope it will not come to that.
Well, I will go where adventure needs me, where I am needed, and it seems like I am needed here for now, and yeah, I'm willing to join.
Crow looks a bit happier than he did before. Less confused.
Dran?
Dran has become painting again.
Nice.
boy.
And just looks up at you and says, which direction are we going?
Wherever the pretty pictures are.
And Anakoran looks at Dren and goes, "Oh well, don't be mad. At least our journey will be illustrated in nice pictures as we get along. It's all good."
It was a serious question. Which direction are we going?
Did you? He crowd pulls back to the castle. Did you have any directions for us, or are we to decide on? Do I have to decide on my own?
From what I just pick a direction and go. I mean,
Wherever the wind takes us.
I just find near tribes. You know how we roam around.
That is true.
Yes, I will do my best. I just need to think about it and.
Wait, which one is Krell's father again?
H. Run.
Well, you don't know.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. I
Well-
mean, yeah, you wouldn't know unless you can intuit based on the statement. But yeah, only Krull knows which one is his father. You just heard a
And-
guy go, the kid's not ready.
Well, actually, are there like any tribes east of here?
East of here? Of
Yes.
course there are tribes east of here. There are tribes in all directions.
Good, then we can go east, so I can go to New Crescendo and tell my family I am all right.
No. I will consult
Hello?
the gods and spirits of the forest, and I will decide on my own.
All right, I guess my father and my wife will be fine for a while without
Okay.
me.
I turn to Carl. Which of these is your father or mother? Which of them is the child of Neff?
Can we talk about it later? You can see he got a bit uncomfortable with your question.
Okay.
I need to think about lots of things right now. Okay, it's a lot of to take. I just need like a bit of time on my own.
It's perfectly understandable. I remember that time when my deckhand learned he was a father of a girl his friend had, actually, and he was really confused by all that. So, yeah, I understand how you think.
Roy had come and sat on my shoulder while we were speaking, so I tap him on point, and he goes and sits next to Krell
Okay.
on the ground there next to Krell. They're like looking up at him.
Yep.
So you'll notice the older man walk away from the fire pit, but you'll see the younger man that also came out of the tent. Krull, you'll obviously recognize him as your brother. Will come up to Krull and be like, "Hello, brother. I see you have also been chosen as a representative. Have you decided to accept? I mean, obviously you won't do it because, you know, things don't tend to work out for you."
I will do it, and I will show you that I can do it.
Okay,
Can you just go away? I need to think.
All right, bro. Take care of yourself. And he runs off into. I'm just gonna say he runs off into his own tent. Over into the corner because that's fun. All right.
If you all excuse me for a while, I just need a few moments, maybe hours on my own.
It's perfectly fine. Do take your time. I guess being a subject of divine prophecy can be a bit, exhausting and time-consuming. So do take your time, indeed.
Kroll will. How late is it right now?
It is early evening. The sun has started to set. The fires are roaring. I have another map for that, but it would just be a whole hell of a lot of trouble to move you all over there
Indeed.
now. So we're going to imagine that it's late evening and the light is dim and it's darker.
Kroll will go like a bit outside of the camp, like not really far, and he will like find maybe like a bit more open space in the forest, so maybe like a small opening, or maybe he will just climb on like a tree that's like easily he can get on easily, and he will just sit and look into the sky and at the setting sun and at the moon, and like just think about things for a while. And he will try to like meditate a bit and like talk, like will try to like ask spirits of the forest and Visaria for some advice or something like that.
Nice. Okay. it's now like evening. It's quiet. Y'all have seen Crawl walk off. Is there? What does the rest of the group do?
I shall wait until everybody else has their decisions because I talk too much.
Okay. Ariel, do you have anything you want to do?
Nothing really. He's just sitting staring at the fire, poking it every now and again with a stick.
Sweet. Varen, is there anything you want to do? It's been a pretty crazy day for you, you city human.
Yeah, it really has. I'm just gonna go lie, like, sit down by this tree. Just try to collect my thoughts, recall myself, and go off on whatever this is gonna be.
Sweet. And Dran, as it gets darker, you start to notice the stars in the sky because it's a nice clear night.
I'll take a bit of a nap.
Will you paint a starry night, the old Van Gogh?
Oh, John, I gotta say, John,
I will
isn't
take a bit
painting
of a
his
nap,
dog.
and when I wake up from my nap, I will see the starry night.
Oh, he is an elf. He only needs like 4 hours of meditation. Or
Yeah,
something.
well, I'll just take a short rest. It's not a long rest I'm taking or something, and maybe later on in the night. And I will say, "Oh, starry, starry," and then I will paint the starry night.
Perfect. I love it.
Oh boy!
But the painting style is drastically changed. I'm more mapping the sky than I'm painting it.
Okay, is it late night now, or is it still
It's like
sundown now?
evening night, you know, like it's spring, so it's still not like long days. We'll say it's the equivalent of like 8 p.m. You can still see like the night out because it's, you know, it's like, I'm assuming it's early spring. But yeah. What is your question in relation to that statement? I guess is my question.
Honestly, I want to do one thing before we go. We all go to sleep. That's why I waited for everybody else to do their thing.
Okay. I mean, it's we can fast forward to that if everyone wants to like get into the meditative state or relaxing thing.
At about midnight, Ariel's going to climb this tree and find a nice big branch and just sit there on his legs crossed to have his trance of 4 hours of elven sleep.
All right, cool. All right, Crawl, what do you want to do?
I'm guessing.
Sorry. Somebody else wanted to do something. My bad. I missed.
No. Okay, it's okay. I'll wait for Crow. It's okay.
I didn't get like I didn't get like an answer from the spirits of the forest.
Oh well, so we'll get back to that. We'll see. Hold on, Anchron,
Okay.
go ahead.
No, I can wait for Crow. Honestly, it's no problem.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I mix up your voices because I'm not looking at like Discord. I apologize. I just wanted that known in advance, and I apologize.
It's no problem, really.
Yeah. Let's see. How do I do this with you? You don't get an answer from the spirits while you're outside. You just feel at peace, we'll say, a little bit, with just being away from things for the moment. But that decision is still weighing on your mind, we'll go with. But Ankron, it's your turn.
He went to the toilet.
Oh my God, Ankron! Every time I come back to you, you do this to me.
Okay, while we wait for him, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Do I need to do anything with the black? What do I need to do with the black bear pelt? Use my leatherworking tools, preferably, to turn it into a cloak, like a proper cloak where I can wear the bear head over my head and everything.
You just have to work on it overnight.
Okay, well, I have my trance from like midnight to 4 a.m. or something. Then I spend the rest of the time from there working on that.
After, I guess I can do my bit then. after like spending a lot of time, probably a few hours in like outside of the camp, Kroll will like get his decision where he's planning to go, and how he's planning on doing that. And he will go back to the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Probably grab something to eat from the fire and for the supper, I guess. And then he will just move away to go to sleep to his tent.
Sounds good.
Which is probably outside of away from the rest of the camp. So I'm guessing
Do
this
we
one.
all have, like, how's the tenting work? Are we all in one tent? Or
You see that group of tents to the left there, the three to the left with the fire?
the one like
here.
there were two, so.
No, one's hidden under a tree. Those tents are your tents. One for y'all to use if you want to use them. They're some of the free tents right now. Yes, if you want to use it. Yeah, Crawl, as you're sleeping, you have a mysterious sensation. You start feeling a little bit weird in it. You can't tell what's going on, but you also feel very much this calmness. As you look around, you see a river flowing down or up. Flowing up. Down? I don't know. Southward. You see a river flowing southward. And you see trees. You see people sprouting up and then disappearing in the distance as you follow the river continuously. And then
towards south all the time.
Wake up. Yes, as you follow it. And that's the dream you have while you sleep. And then you wake up, and it's daytime.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I think Anton wanted to do something too, right?
Yes, Ankron.
Yes, me. Okay, so like after we had after Kral had his conversation with the council, and like we all agreed to accompany him, essentially. Ankaron spent some time entertaining people, so he was like, telling a bunch of stories from his sailing days and like playing the lyre and stuff. But after like most of them went to sleep, I assume there's not much elves around here except for Dran and I guess
Ariel.
I guess that's all. And Ariel. Yes. So I guess at one moment Ankaron was the last one to sit at the campfire, maybe. So he essentially fetched himself a bowl and like poured a bunch, poured it full of water, and like held the bowl in his hands and looked at the bowl really like he was focused and pensive and all that stuff, and he looked at the bowl and like really focused on the feeling he had when he fell overboard and was hearing this voice talking to him, and he like focused on this voice and like looked at the water in the bowl and asked with his thoughts, "Who are you? What do you want from me?" And essentially he waited for the answer.
And he waits. And he waits.
Yes.
And he waits. Nothing seems to be calling to you at the moment.
Oh well, so if nothing happens, he like drinks a bit of the water, pours out the rest, and goes to meditate for the night. Essentially,
Coolsies.
like it's no skin off his back. If he doesn't want to answer, it's okay. He will just catch some wings, and I guess he will see where the adventure takes him next day.
Perfecto. And you know
question.
what? Yes.
Are we gonna finish here?
I was gonna say yes. I was like, and we're done. You cut me off right before I said it too. That's the funny part. I was like, do I want to continue? I'm like, no, we're just gonna end the session here. So we're gonna end the session here for today. All right.
Okay.
We have, and this was session 1 of the Chords of Chaos, the multi-DM, multi-group Stone Age campaign. Go to thechordsofchaos.com. Follow Gambit at twitch.tv/Gambit, Gambet. This is some great stuff. He's doing the real main not the real. I mean, it is real, but the main campaign. I don't want to say this is any less real. Oh, wait, I thought I got rid of links. Anyway, for some reason that happened. Actually, I can do this. SO Gambit.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Hold on. Did it not work? Why does that not work? Does it
Just
work?
paste that link in there as well, Vigilon.
Yeah.
I got timed out when I tried.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought I turned off link. I put back on link sharing. Or no, I might have left it off because there's some weird bots that are out there that do things. Yeah, follow that. I hope you all had fun, guys.
I have one thing, if I could mention that.
Yeah, what's up?
I actually made an artwork while this session was going on.
Oh.
Okay. You can post it in Chords General, I guess. Yeah, you can join Gambit's Discord server to talk all about the Chords of Chaos.
Yeah, I can. I'll post it in Chords General.
Yeah, post it there so people can see it, because you can't really post images on Twitch.
No, but maybe you can
Or
show
art.
it in the.
Oh, right. We have art. We don't have Chords art. We just have an art channel in the general section. In the general section, Badger.
I'll post it in both, I guess.
There is an art channel. Post it in both. You made art. That's awesome. That was this was the first session. I hope you all, I guess, how would I put it, got the title. I had a lot of fun thinking of that one. And if you stick around, I
posted it in the Chords General.
I will be opening up some Pokemon cards. So
okay, I need to ask Job. Is it like the thing you posted? Is that like is this what Dran's artwork looks like?
Yeah, this is what he has drawn.
Perfect.
Some true Stone Age art.
Hold on.
Perfect.
I think I can. Hold on. Open original. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can share the screen.
Wait, what's that song?
It's Darude Sandstorm. I don't know why that just popped into my head.
No.
I mean, it's not a masterpiece, but it's the Stone Age, so I have an excuse.
Like it's really fitting, to be honest. Like it looks good. Honestly, I want to wait for the moment where the general setting moves to Iron Age, so I can start making artwork.
There you go.
Describing these sessions that happened, which is like styled after the Cloth of Bayou. Like this whole big rectangle of people beating the shit out of each other.
I made the star sign of this session a little plant to symbolize the beginning of a new campaign or a new adventure.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, folks. This was a lot.